Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6, I believe it is, of the Degenerates of the Roundtable podcast. I am here. I'm here with myself, obviously.
Just all by yourself.
Dave
no one else.
is here.
Dave's here.
Dave's here. Jared's here.
This
I
is a
think he might
podcast
be
of,
here.
Owen, and Owen.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have Hunter and his female acquaintance. His female acquaintance. And
she's here.
And our guest,
Our very special.
our very special guest this week is Mr. Weiss.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Weiss is very happy to be here.
Mr. Weiss. You look like you're happy to be here.
It's been a pleasure. I was a part of the first podcast, but that went sour. So
That was the initial podcast that we tried to do over Discord.
yes, and actually went very well, but audio, fucked us over. So it's
but
okay.
it's okay.
It's all right.
Because this podcast is slightly worse now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're here.
Oh, great. Glad to hear it.
You have the best audio out of all of us.
Yeah, you do. That's
Really?
Absolutely you do.
Apparently, Joe's a registered audiophile.
Oh, I actually.
Yeah, he's not
if
here.
we're gonna go into the subject, dude. All right, I'll dive into this, dude. So
Is this like WoW for me and Owen? Like we don't talk about WoW because we just keep talking about it forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we have these rules.
For the
where-
forbidden fruit.
Yeah, basically they're not allowed to talk about WoW. I'm not allowed to talk about musicals, and I don't even know League.
Anime, but you can't say
Anime.
No, we like talking
Anime.
about League because we hate it so
No.
much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually,
League's very good.
Dave said to me, it was like I think he said, did you say last night to me? I think.
I don't
No,
remember.
it was like he was like, for a game that you guys put so much time into, I feel like all I ever hear you guys do is just complain and complain while you're playing.
It's a game we love to hate.
Yeah, it's a game that is really fun to hate, like a lot.
Yeah, like you hate it and you're like, wow, why did I play this game? But like you know exactly why you play this game.
Because you're fucking addicted and you
Yeah.
can't quit.
it's like me with Siege, and that's like the only game I play though. So
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
but Siege is
But yeah.
actually fun.
But Siege, when you're winning in Siege, it's fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like anyone's having fun when you're winning in League.
Yeah.
Like when
well, when we're winning
at
in
least-
League, we're having fun.
It depends on what type of winning. Because if you're winning and you're the one who's like doing good,
It's
it's
fun.
fun. But if
Yeah.
you're winning and you're the one that's putting your team down, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I
Or
hate
it's
this
or
game.
it's the rare games where it's like you win and you're like, that was okay.
Yeah.
That was alright. It's like you did
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's the one
You
where
have
like
your 12-1 Master Yi
Yeah,
jungle who's
you're playing
flat
top
smurf.
lane. You're playing top lane, and you go basically like 0-1 in lane, like as like Olaf. You go 0-1 in lane, and like your fucking Master Yi, like you said, just carries you. You're
Your
just
diamond smurf. Fucking
yeah. You're just like
Yi.
okay,
Don't worry.
yeah.
So anyway,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I do have topics.
Topics,
The
big boy
first topic
topics.
I have is what's the deal with the fucking slime craze? You know that shit. When we
Bro,
were
that's been going on for like a long
Yeah,
time.
no, I know, but okay, I know it has been. But I went to my little cousin in New York's birthday party, and all she wanted was slime.
Yeah.
Like buckets and
Yep.
buckets of slime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember when I was younger,
And it's the
like.
grossest shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm with Joe.
Yeah, like when I was younger, like I loved playing with that stuff.
Yeah,
I can't.
Same.
Nah, dude.
When I was younger, I was
made
just like,
so much of it.
When you were yogurt.
When
When I was
yogurt.
When I was
Yeah.
younger. No, dude, that was so much fun. And then like, I went to Akanikin, and we made more of it there. So I was like, yo, this is.
I
this is
think
the
it's
best.
just like it's like a probably some sort of like kid psychological thing, cause like the
and
YouTubers,
some
there's so
people
many.
don't even grow out of it. So.
Yeah, well, yeah, the slime-based YouTubers, you know,
Some kids are getting.
Oh,
like,
you've never
chemical
seen those?
burns.
You've never seen those, dude? That's a huge market on YouTube. Yeah, it's like they're like filling a swimming pool with slime, or like
There's
Oh,
there's
yeah,
Etsy
what's his
slime
name?
shops and
Oh,
stuff
he's-
like that.
Yeah.
Where people actually make money off of like
Yeah.
making slime.
yeah,
that
oh,
guy's
I
name?
know,
I
Different
forget his name.
textures.
He's actually a really cool.
Mr.
YouTuber.
Beast.
No, well, I mean he's okay, but
Mr. Beast ever filled a pool with slime?
No, it was
Dude, I like
like
to fill his
that
pool with
Mark was it Mark Rober.
He's
I think
spent
that's his
24
name.
hours in slime.
Has he? Oh, that's
Oh
impressive.
yeah, I think him and like all of his buddies that he always.
Well,
does
it was
stuff
just
with.
him at first, and then he made a challenge for like a lot of money.
Yeah, the last person to leave
Yeah,
the
last
slime
person to
wins
leave.
$50,000 or
Yeah,
something
and
like
then
that.
They were like the one guy's face was like turning blue, so they were just like get out for health reasons.
Imagine having that much money. Like, I wish. And then give someone $50,000 for staying.
Yeah,
so
for
long.
staying in that said pool.
Yeah.
They ever figured out what like he does for his money? Like,
It's
is it-
gotta be
Tube.
some. It's gotta be some illegal.
Nah, I mean he gets
He's
like.
an illegal drug front. All those trees.
I
are
mean,
on
he
line.
might
No,
be.
I'm pretty sure it's just that he gets so many sponsors, and he gets like
Dude,
so
there's-
much support.
there's no
that it's
way.
just he
like,
just gets all that money.
No.
Well, now he's doing like the whole
no.
pre-project thing.
like
Or,
I
wait,
know.
no. This is what he does, right? All of the things are fronts, right? He doesn't actually give the money away.
That's what I was
His
thinking.
friends, they just pull it back into their collective like bank or whatever, and they take the money off the YouTube profit. Like and then they just like use the money again for their video. Like
So that it can't be taxed. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that would be some of them, but then some of them they actually go out and buy cars.
That's true.
Yeah, or like they did that whole shit with like the paintball tournament, like to
That was sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
to
that
to
was sick.
coordinate all of that. Like that
Yeah.
costed a lot of fucking money for
Yeah,
to like
sick.
fly all of those YouTubers out.
So here's my thing with the slime, right?
Okay,
Are we going
all right,
back to
to the slime. Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Uh-huh.
because like I brought the topic here for a reason.
And
No,
forget it. Now we're talking about slime again. Forget Mr. Beast.
Yo, slime.
It's all about slime.
Well, so like, is that stuff recyclable?
I mean, so I think it's generally made out of like food coloring,
Dairy products.
water, and
Glue, and like
well, glue and what's that like? It's not baking soda. Yeah, borax. Yeah. So like
can you recycle
You
that
can just
shit?
throw that
generally, I
away.
mean, it's
You
probably
throw it away, but like, where's all that slime
it's
going?
probably-
Valuable.
it's
Okay.
it's probably pretty like
That's
friendly
that's
to the
my thing.
environment.
Okay, that's what I'm hoping, because like there's a lot of slime.
yeah. I mean,
Uh-huh.
the food coloring might not be the most friendly thing, but like everything else should be. Well, actually,
Most-
besides the
yeah.
glue, the glue's definitely not friendly.
no, I was
But
gonna
I've
say,
made slime without glue, so
I bet it's not good though.
Glue-free
I don't know,
slime.
it's-
Pathetic
it's not-
slime.
But, yeah, pathetic
It's
slime. I mean, that's all I had to say about slime.
Okay. Well,
If you guys want to talk about Mr. Beast now.
no, that's
No.
okay.
I think
Y-
I think we
you've kind of already ruined the moment.
Oh
so,
my
by
god!
I mean,
Your
like,
slime.
oh my
yeah.
god! All right,
so
Our
Slime
was
boy.
better.
all right. Game of the year.
game of the year.
Game of the year.
I only
What is-
played
what-
like 2 games.
Bro, Game of the Year isn't out yet.
Rocket
I said wait,
League.
It's about to be out next
oh,
week.
yeah. Game of the year.
It's about to be out next
The
week.
second,
if you know what
the
I'm
second
saying.
time it's been
I
game
know
of the
what-
year.
I know what we're talking about now.
Yeah, dude.
Take it away, Jared. Our resident Halo guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next game of the year. Again, it's gonna be Halo. Master
Halo
Chief Collection in
Reach.
general. I'm not talking about just Halo Reach. I'm talking about the collection in general.
Collection in general. I'm like your backup guy. Like
Yeah,
the guy who's like,
yeah.
the guy's like, what? At
I-
the rap concert.
Wow, classic.
Halo 3 is my
Yeah, okay.
favorite.
It like
Just because that was my that was the game that I played. When I was a
okay,
kid,
but like realistically, wow, classic.
WoW Classic was
Realistically-
No,
pretty
no,
fun.
no, because like
Realistically,
okay,
though?
like no, just hear me out for a minute. Like forget like all of your
All right, that was a minute. That was a
animosity
minute. That was
for
a
it.
minute. That was a minute.
They had more. There were more people that subscribed to play WoW Classic than in like that one quarter that it
Okay,
came
now
out
our next
in the
topic is,
entire history.
drugs. We're gonna be
in,
talking
in
about
the,
drugs.
in the entire history of WoW's
WoW.
subscription growth. It was the biggest quarterly jump, bigger than the jump from the end of MOP
But-
to the beginning of WAD, which was like 2.6.
What is WAD?
Yeah, WAD,
WAD.
Warlords of Draenor.
Use
I've
these
never heard that
terms.
game.
But
my
is it
entire
was
life.
it a fun game though?
Oh, Warlords of Draenor? No, it was the worst expansion.
Classic
going
was
on?
fun.
Yeah, but Classic? Yeah, no, Classic is
Oh,
great.
No, no, don't eat it,
What are you doing to the chapstick?
dude. It's
You want to show the camera the chapstick?
Extendo.
Okay.
dude. This podcast has become so cringe already.
Yeah, this is a real
I love-
cringe-ass podcast.
Cringe. All right, we're gonna end it
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I just want to talk about World of Warcraft.
No, World of
I-
Warcraft is a terrible game.
I don't like that game because, and maybe I would try it, but the fact that you have to pay monthly, I think, is ridiculous. I think that's
Ridiculous.
outrageous.
You think?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
probably play WoW more if I didn't have to pay for it.
You probably hate it.
I don't want to play it that much.
Maybe same, but I don't like
Yeah, that
the
like that.
style.
That's
of,
not my style
WoW.
of game anyway. But like, maybe I would try it. But But there's the fact that you have to pay. Like, what is it? Like, how much is it monthly?
15 bucks a month.
That's insane.
CS:GO is fun.
Okay, but like,
CS:GO is fun.
but you have to understand that like that's
I like
just
CS:GO.
that's
What,
just
you don't
how-
Like CS? You don't think it's fun?
He's a CS guy.
Jared has how many hours do you have in
like
CS?
total like
2200.
yeah across all of his
Okay,
off
can't
of
I
all
have
of his
fun?
Smurfs.
Can't I say it's fun? I don't have to
It
play it
is
for a
fun.
sport.
No, it is.
It is
CS:GO is a very
Okay.
fun game.
yeah.
How
That's
you
the
s-
only thing you
how-
can do in that game.
How you said it made me think like, oh, it's a god awful
No,
game.
I was
Don't ever
basically
play-
looking at you just like, don't get me started
Yeah, that's-
type of
that's
look.
Like Halo and then Counter Strike.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike.
No, Counter Strike is fine. Like
It's just a.
no, I mean like it's it's
It's a game that we all universally like.
no yeah we all enjoy playing it.
Fucking hate Counter Strike.
No, you like Counter Strike. You
Deep
li-
down inside,
I
you
love
like
it.
it.
yeah you love Counter Strike.
You like Counter Strike?
well, 'cause it's like, how can you- Because it's just a really fucking simple ass game. Like it's just very
Walk
simple.
around, shoot people.
Uh,
What's the new game that came out for the exclusively the Valve?
Counter Strike.
Oh, it was.
No. It's
Yeah,
Half-Life.
Counter
No,
Strike
it's
in VR.
Half-Life.
Yeah, it's the Half-Life VR.
Yes, Half-Life VR.
No, but it's coming out
You wanna
and it's
talk about
exclusive
Vive?
to
Half-Life
I'm-
Alex.
I'm not buying it because
I will.
I don't really feel like it,
I will.
but my
definitely.
brother is, so I'm still gonna get it.
Ah, okay.
So
It's just interesting that it's exclusive to like the platform only.
Yeah, they're
so-
trying to move hardware.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
and
li-
a
this is
Half-Life title
this
will
you got,
move
yeah,
hardware.
you got to understand. Like this is their big move. Like this is what their culmination of basically ever since they started working on the Vive. Like this is their big moment where they can justify, because a Vive is fucking expensive
Mhm.
for like it's very
Well,
fucking
the new
expensive.
one's the new one's 1,000.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
jeez. I mean,
Yeah.
they've always been about like
Dude, is that
innovation,
for the-
though.
is that for the
Yeah, no.
regular
So
Vive
it's
too?
like they
'Cause I bought the
'Cause that
regular
would make
Vive.
it, like,
That
100.
yeah
works.
because
The regular Vive's like
the
400.
biggest
Regular Vive is
criticism
400.
the biggest criticism about the price tag is that it's like, okay, you can charge what you want, but like I'm just gonna be playing these indie games. Like there's no AAA title. Yeah, this is the first AAA title, AAA title VR game. Like this is the first one.
Mhm.
So if anything's gonna move hardware,
Was CS:GO? I thought CS:GO was on VR.
no, it's a
No.
mod.
It's called Pavlov.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pavlov.
okay.
It's like a mod of
Pavlov,
Counter
that's what
Strike.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's a
like
lot of
Counter
fun,
Strike
though.
and
Gary's mod.
yeah, Gary's wanted to one game.
Do you
can
have
play
it?
TTT on it
Okay.
and all that.
Do you have
pretty-
it?
Yeah, I have
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to play, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway,
Half-Life and Boneworks.
Oh, Boneworks looks so good.
Boneworks.
Boneworks.
I have
Dude,
no idea.
Boneworks.
I
I
thought
don't know what
Boneworks
that
was the Half-Life game.
No.
Is that not the Half-Life
Boneworks
game?
is another game that I feel like it's worth getting a VR headset for.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's a like shooting gun-based game, but everything is 100% physics. Like if you think you can do something in that game, you can.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the game
100%
that
Huh.
my brother's
accurate.
getting,
That's cool.
not the Half-Life.
So like if
it's
I were to
amazing.
bang my fist like on a table like really hard, could I make a dent in it?
Probably.
It's also
Huh.
made with what is it? The index support.
Yeah.
the fingers,
Yeah, so-
right?
so
yeah.
that
That's
has that
cool.
motion.
I think I want this. As soon as they come out with like legit like a directional like treadmill where I can walk in a game, that's 'cause the only thing that it prevents me from like wanting to get a full VR and like play games is like I want to be able to move. You know, I want to be able to move. in a game.
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge.
Exactly.
That is the
So-
biggest
That has
challenge.
been done though.
And
like,
Yeah.
I know
It's
it
just
has
not-
been.
it's just not
It's not like
It also costs a lot of money.
Yes, it
Right,
costs so
right.
much fucking money.
So once it does become commercially available, or a big companies like say like Valve.
That's
or
probably
Well,
the next
technically,
step.
you could make a makeshift one. It would just take a very long time.
Yeah,
to
but then there's
do.
also not many games that support it. Right, as of now.
I mean, it would be really hard because it's not just going forward; it's also going like left and right. So it'd have to be like
An Omni
yeah,
treadmill.
especially like an omni treadmill, which would be crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be ridiculous.
Well, I mean, like, you do some crazy type of technology. This is people for like, that can do like anything with like
Yeah.
machines and stuff. Like take the trackpad from the the Valve thing, the Vive, and put it into like something that you can walk on, and then you like slide on it to move.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want a Dreamcast Power Glove style of like moving my fingers.
Yeah, I mean,
blow.
You just
Yeah.
nah. Well, more realistically, like I've always said, the end goal is to like sit in like a tube, and it's like an MRI thing, and you strap yourself in, and like you just
No,
go in.
The end goal is they put chips in your brain
stop.
and
This
they
isn't
just.
Attack on Titan. We're not getting
This
started.
is
Sword Art
literally
Online. I
Online.
was about to say Sword
Or,
Art
yeah,
Online.
that's what I
Valve-
meant. Sorry, I
Valve-
don't watch anime.
the people who make this literally were talking about that. They're talking about implementing chips to enhance VR experiences and like, but they're also saying like, oh, but no one would ever want to do that because they don't want
I don't
putting
think,
chips
I don't
in the
think I would ever
brains.
do that. I don't think I'd ever do that.
But like, I feel like in the technology could get so good where they just put something in your brain and then you could just like snap your fingers and being a new world.
What if you just like drink something? It's just,
I
like,
definitely
you're in
would
new
get a
world.
chip to
That'd be crazy.
like pay for things or like do certain things. You know how you can like get in for like school, it would be really handy because you can get like into buildings, you have to scan your key card
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
the things, and to pay
You
for
get-
like
yeah.
food,
You
you
get
have to
chips
scan.
for high school.
Yeah.
Like last night when I was trying to get the door where you get the groceries, you could just like bang your head against the scanner.
I don't want it in my head. I'd rather in like my wrist or something. People have done that where they like mod themselves, where they
Really?
have like they have chips underneath their skin.
Oh, don't get me started
The-
on
the-
cybernetics.
What, did you guys, have you guys heard about? This is like even more gross than that, but like people like put like a magnet inside of their like finger.
Dude,
Yeah.
Brendan wants to do.
what? Why? Dude, that's
Sometimes-
the dumbest idea ever.
My
Sometimes
brother
your
keeps
body
talking
will
about
reject it, but it's not really.
Like,
they have
they-
kits
Okay,
for
ca-
it.
can you explain? Can you
It
explain
can
what this
apparently
is?
tell
So
you
you
which
can sense-
directions north is.
Yeah, so like apparently like you can get used to it and you can like sense like some sort of magnetic field
Yes.
something.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's really weird. But like people like you can look it up on YouTube. They like surgically implanting themselves. So
mhm.
they're like cutting themselves open, like putting like I mean it's a really really tiny magnet, but like still it's
It's
weird.
like they have kits for it. You can literally buy a kit off
It's
a line
so
for it.
gross. It's disgusting. Ugh.
Yeah, well, it's all in the name of like enhancement. You know, you gotta enhance yourself and be better than everyone
First
else.
step to
Just-
cyborg.
I want to be
You're
a
out in the
cyborg.
middle of the woods.
I wanna be a
lost,
robot.
That'd be cool.
And it's just like
That's
north.
like that's
It's
like
like
that
the
one.
meme, like with the hand.
See, like I think
Ever
it'd be
seen
cool
the?
if I saw like a
emote?
freaking like
It's like-
jetpack. You know, it's like fly around everywhere. That'd be sick. Yeah, like
It's
I
the
want
vibe
that.
check.
Yo, why don't we have
Oh.
an Olympics where no drugs are banned and like nothing's banned? Like see
It's
how far
basically
we can
whoever makes
see
the
how fast
best
we can
drug.
really run.
Russia would make
Actually,
the best.
Dude, that would be a real like not even joking.
I'd
that would
watch
be
the shit
really
out of that.
fucking interesting.
They just
Like
the dude
like-
comes out like looking like Bane with like tubes
yeah,
in
like
him and shit, and
let's
he's,
see let's see how far humanity can push the limit. Like I would love to see that.
Eight
They'd
foot
probably
tall.
they'd probably run the 100-meter and die instantly.
25-inch biceps, dude.
it'd be a horrifying
Just
thing to watch.
Collapse.
Just like bursts. Like so much energy is pouring through this man. He's like explodes at the end.
He
of
can
the run.
only sustain it for like the amount of time it takes to run it, and then he dies instantly.
Yeah, but like
Well,
could you imagine how
He wins.
awesome that would be? Like
Things-
What?
I've
Yeah?
I've
You
never
think- Yeah.
understood like things like drug testing and stuff like that, or like just operating on someone if they're signing something and saying I am aware that I may die in this process. It's just like
I'm
all
aware
ethics.
that I will die in
Yeah.
this process.
Like if you know that you're gonna die, then what's stopping like science from moving forward and using you for that thing? Because as long as you're aware and you're giving consent, I feel like there shouldn't be an issue.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're yeah, like
But like you have your own morals, you have your own ethics, so why not just be like, oh yeah, I want to die anyways, so.
So are you saying that suicide should be legal?
No,
like
I'm-
technically,
I'm
is that
sa-
what you're saying?
I'm saying like, I mean, it could be. I don't see there really being
Wait, how is suicide illegal?
yeah, suicide is
no like
technically
assisted
illegal.
like medical
Well, how?
suicide.
You killed yourself? That's it. You're going to jail.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck?
No. So like that is actually like legally how it works. Like
Bro, that's
obviously
retarded.
okay, like obviously you're dead and they're not going to put your fucking corpse in a jail cell.
Right, but,
But, like-
suicide is
But
illegal.
yes, legally speaking, like you cannot kill yourself. Like it's to yeah, it's murder.
Yeah, I mean,
like
I I find it hard to believe that like someone who's suicidal is gonna be like, I can't do it because it's illegal.
Well,
Why-
okay,
why not?"
yeah,
Like,
no,
like,
that's-
like,
I'm sorry,
like,
officer.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
sorry,
they're at
officer.
that point.
That's
like,
not-
They're far
no,
enough gone.
no,
that, you
that's
know, like,
not. It's not to it's not to make you not do it. It's just like for like legal reasons, like for Well, no, that's different.
different, yeah.
Different. I'm saying like actually killing yourself. It's like to escape debt, for example. Like because that debt has to go. It has to be placed on someone else. Like it doesn't just magically go
that's pretty
away.
selfish, Yeah.
Yeah.
What
so
the heck?
so like if you rack so like for example if you are like planning on killing yourself and you rack up like $50,000 worth of credit card debt and then you blow your brains out, like that credit card debt doesn't just magically disappear. It goes to the like the next nearest relative.
You mean have the best day of your life? Spend a whole bunch of money buying hoes and Lamborghinis.
I
and
mean,
then
yeah. But like I'm just saying technically speaking, like
Yeah.
that's the reason why it's illegal to kill yourself.
Suicide's like it's such a-
Badass.
Sir, why are you in debt?
I'm about to kill
That-
myself in a week.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Well, that
I inherited my father's debt.
yeah.
He went on a bender. And
He went on a
week
bender.
Why don't we just
Got this nice Corvette,
rack up
though.
a bunch of debt and then die and then
Collectively.
Don't worry,
it
I'll
passes
respawn.
It passes on to like your son or
and they do
whatever.
the same thing.
Yeah, and they do the same thing, rinse and repeat. And that's it's
Just goes down. It's
It's
yeah.
a dynasty of debt, dude. A lot of alliteration there. Did you like that?
Dynasty of
Debt.
debt.
Dynasty
That's-
debt, dude.
Dude, a
Wow.
dynasty of
DDD.
debt-
Amazing.
debt dude.
DDD.
Well, all right. So, do we have another topic?
Witchcraft.
Oh God.
Witch
Not
cr-
Wiccan.
No.
Get outta
Wiccan?
here.
We
Let's talk
talking-
about that.
we're-
It's Hunter's,
Witchcraft.
it's
Are we talking,
Hunter's
like-
dream
I
to
don't
be a
wanna talk about
fucking
this.
Wiccan. He wants to be a Wiccan. He's like, I'm gonna homebrew things. I'm gonna make some. I'm
A
gonna
homebrew?
I'm gonna huff some like.
So you're gonna be someone else that we know.
Yeah, he's turning into him
Do
slowly.
do some whippets.
I think it's interesting the culture itself, but like it is.
It is a culture,
It is
yeah.
a culture. It's
It's a culture.
and they consider it a religion too.
Witches
I
got
think it's-
killed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, you know,
They
I
did.
like
You're canceled.
no, dude. The
We're
Salem
gonna
witch
burn
trials,
you.
bro. The Salem witch trials was just an accident because they were all tripping on that like mold that grows on
Yeah,
bread
no, that was-
that when
yep.
you eat it, it like
Makes you see shit.
yeah, like makes it causes like a psychedelic effect
It's still
and
pretty
makes you
messed up.
see shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
I need some of
I mean,
that.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Bread
no
mold.
excuse for what
Yeah.
happened. That's no
No,
excuse.
but
That's
like-
no, well, no, that's because people were like, you know, when they testify at the stands for like the witches, they're not lying technically. Like they did probably really see that person eat a baby like while they were tripping balls, but like,
And everyone was just like,
I feel like
Yeah,
they had to have
yeah.
eaten like
Yeah.
a lot of that bread, like a lot.
well,
A
that's
lot
all
of
they
that
ate. Like,
bread.
what the fuck do you think else they ate?
Well, like soup or something. I don't know.
Like
Like
soup
maybe
or
dip the
something.
bread in the soup. Maybe the-
Then the soup just gets contaminated.
I
but
don't know.
it's
I
still
think
the same amount of mold though. It's not like you gain mold when you like, when you add it to the soup.
Yeah, the mold
mold
multiplies.
ratio.
See-
yeah.
whenever I think of
I'm allergic to
witchcraft,
mold.
I then associate it to like
Yeah.
like some
Fun
sort of like cult. Even though I know I shouldn't, but back in my pop-ups, like in the woods and the Pine Barrens, there's lots of cults back there because they do stuff in the woods where no one is.
Oh yeah. No, you don't.
And
You really
it's
don't.
nuts. I was scarred as a child because we lived in the middle of the Pine Barrens on the most haunted road in New Jersey.
Oh, oh.
We lived in on Indian Cabin Road, and there'd be like people
That sounds fun.
that
Man, this is
That
a great podcast so far.
I can't.
All right, so let's. All right,
Changing topics.
yeah,
don't worry
changing-
about it.
changing topics.
Bless you.
you had
Yeah.
the other. you
Yeah.
said-
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
Hi,
what?
Joe.
Yeah.
What's up?
So, what did you? You
No.
said the other day, like, what was that one topic you had? Like paranormal shit. Yeah. You want to go through that one? We can talk about. I have a
Talking
lot.
about, like, do we believe in ghosts? Is that
No,
what we're
but,
talking
like,
right now?
Yeah, sure. Let's go
No,
for
no,
that.
You said, what is the most
Yeah.
paranormal thing that has happened to you? That was the topic.
I'm the
Mm.
ordinary paranormal.
So I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Like, some like old person just like coming up to you and saying like the weirdest thing, or like just someone coming up into
Something
you and
that's
being
creeped
like,
you
Bro.
out.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my god.
No, see, here's the thing. I'm just fucking paranoid all the time, and like I creep myself out. Like I'll literally just like, okay, I'm not even joking. Like I will. So this shit happens to me like a lot. Where like so like I'll sit down and I'll go to bed and I'll just think like, if someone just came to murder me like right now, there's literally nothing I could do about it. Like I am helpless. And then so I start imagining like someone coming into my room and like murdering me, and I get really creeped out by that. And like that's what I mean by I creep myself out. Like because it's true. Like if someone if
Just walked into
someone
your front door,
walked
you
in
just-
my front door and attempted to murder me, it would probably happen. Like I would be murdered. You know?
Maybe.
And if someone came into your backyard and shit there at 4 a.m., you would have no idea.
Yeah, no clue.
I think I
Me
would.
and Dave are gonna
Do this.
Both of you met this time now,
yeah,
huh?
we're doubling the amount of.
Why?
If we
Fecal
were talking
matter.
about paranormal activity, Nathan has a story.
Yeah,
but
I'll-
I don't.
What happened to Nate though?
He swore that he saw a ghost of a girl when we were in our old house in Delaware.
Delaware?
Yeah,
That's cool. No taxes, dude.
he was 5, and he swore that he saw like a girl leading him up to our mom's bedroom, and then jumping out the window and basically saying "follow her."
Oh my god, that's scary as shit.
What?
Is this
Bro.
your brother?
This was my older brother.
Oh my god,
That's
this is
kinda-
scary as hell. You should get him down here to say these
And then,
things.
and then before he jumped off, he was like, "Hey, mom, there's someone out the window that just jumped."
That's
What?
scary. That's terrible.
Imagine being a parent, if I was like your mom, I'd be like, what? Like,
That's probably why you moved here.
yeah.
No, he
Oh,
moved here because of a
God.
different reason.
Dude, like why does that shit like seem to only happen with like young kids
No.
though? Like it doesn't
Imagination.
Imagination.
There's-
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is like a big topic though.
it
Like,
is
it's like has to do
like
with brain
children's
development.
psyche and brain development.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Same thing with like dogs.
about,
Like
like,
dogs and cats
paranormal
can see shit
activity.
that we can't, that adults can't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's well. See, that's what like. Okay, well, if you really want to get into that, you can talk about like perception and like, how like this is a really kind of hard concept for people to wrap their heads around. But like this, like what is happening around you and like what you
Yeah.
perceive is only like a human thing, and like other animals see things in a wildly different way. Like so for example, like bees can see the magnetic spectrum that like we can't see, and they can also see
true.
yeah, that is true. And they because it helps them. That's one of the reasons why it helps them fly, because that whole thing of like scientifically speaking, there's no reason that a bee should fly because its wings are too fucking tiny, blah blah blah.
Dude,
Well,
bees would be like really good electrical engineers. They just like see magnetic fields, dude. That'd be
true.
sick.
yeah.
Smart.
And then no, the other thing they can see is they can see like sort of not necessarily infrared, but like a sort of light where they things that are pollinated or sorry, that aren't pollinated are lit up more, so it's almost like a landing pad for them instinctively to be like, okay, I need to land here to pollinate this flower. You know what I mean? It's like it's yeah. Well, because we're humans and we don't need to pollinate
We don't
flowers.
pollinate flowers.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, maybe.
Why
you
don't we have
pollinate
a
flowers,
vision?
but-
I mean,
We could probably see all the colors.
our eyesight compared to like many other animals is
Very poor.
superior. No,
What?
No, like lots of other animals like see much less than we do. Like dogs see much less.
Well,
like,
I guess on average, yeah, there's probably more animals that have worse eyesight than we do. But there's well,
there's blind, dude.
okay,
Moles
yeah,
are blind.
but there's also like animals that have far superior like vision
Yeah.
than us, like owls.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Hey,
fucking
ours are pretty cool.
yeah, owls can
Dude,
fucking see.
they're way more fluffy than you think.
Are they?
They look like dehydrated
so
chickens
cute.
without without.
Have you ever
the
seen like the
feathers.
owlets, like the babies, and they have super long legs?
Oh
Dude.
yeah, they have really long legs.
Yeah, they look like
See,
aliens.
There's like hidden under their feathers.
The thing about like I've always thought about this about like birds and stuff, like their feathers like that they have on like their wings and stuff like that like can just like fall off. Like
Yeah.
No.
yeah, they can.
Yeah, they
I
can
mean,
if you
eventually.
pull them.
Yeah, if you pull them, but like isn't that fucking wild that like you can just like pull a piece of their skin
mean,
off like
not
that
like-
like
not
instantly?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Particularly
I could
hair,
pull
like-
your earlobes off.
No, I don't know. I think that's kind of weird. Like
I'd think of it more like hair.
Yeah.
like you can
It
pull
grows
hair
back.
out.
Yeah.
It's weird that I can bite your finger off like it's a carrot.
Yeah, but it's like if you were to remove yeah, okay,
Chomp.
that is kind of weird.
Big
But like
chomper.
so like if you were I'm thinking about this. If you were to remove like feathers,
Yeah.
like all the feathers from it, it would just be this little fucking pink.
Yeah. Have
like-
you seen the birds sometimes, like when they're in stressful situations, they actually like will pluck their feathers excessively.
Yeah, no, I've seen
So-
like a chicken, obviously, but I mean like could you imagine like a bald eagle? like can you look that up? I want to see what that looks like. Like an eagle that has no feathers. What does that look like?
It's probably much smaller than.
It's probably
Yeah.
really pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like I just want to
Good
see
answer,
that
good
because I'm just thinking about it and like that's wild to me. No, nobody else.
Survey says.
Also, what I was thinking about how there's no such thing as like hair. We just have
Yeah.
fur. Hair is something that we
I mean, I think
gave the term to.
it's just
So is
terminology.
fur. So is fur. Fur is a terminology.
Right, but my biology teacher, he's persistent about how we have fur
and not hair.
and not hair. We just have fur
I mean,
because
I think it's just like
and vice versa, dogs
interpretation.
have
Well,
hair.
what?
and we have and they have
No.
no. Saying like they have hair, we have hair, and they also have fur, and we have fur.
Sure.
Yeah.
What is the
Okay.
difference between hair and fur?
There's no difference.
No.
Fine.
Then
But
what do you-
but hair.
Hair
I-
gets really big though.
No, hair is just the stuff that's on top of your head. Like
Well,
right.
that's not
like
true. Like I have hair on my legs.
Yeah, I have hair on my
yeah,
arms.
but no, I'm saying like some people could say that's fur. Like but like your the head. What I'm saying is that fur is hair, but hair is not fur.
I
Right,
mean-
but when you say, "Oh, there's dog hair all over me," or
Yeah.
you say, "Oh, is there dog fur all over me?" you say
That's
both.
interchangeable. Yeah, it's interchangeable.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I could call my hair on the top of my head fur.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be
Oh,
outlandish.
nice fur.
It might
I'm
be
going to
weird.
I'm gonna get a fur cut
Yeah,
today.
fur cut, dude. I mean, I think
I
it
just
might
we just dyed my fur.
it
the other day.
might be a little weird, but I'm sure that it is, grammatically correct.
Yeah, but the laws of grammar were just made up by random people.
Joe, I really want you to go into like the hairdresser and be like, "Yo, I'm looking to get my fur cut today.
My fur.
I need to. It's a little long.
Can you
but-
cut a couple inches off my fur, please?
like, what the fuck?
Please.
Who is this guy?
But you see, customer service laws would make it so that they would have to.
They would.
Just,
They would.
just
Right.
accept it. You know.
They'd be like, okay, kind of weird, but
Like,
yeah.
Kind of
cool.
weird.
No
but-
worries, sir. No worries.
We'll cut that fur off for
Wait,
you.
so like if you had just like an ungodly bush like of pubes, right? Could you just like as long as you don't like
How does it get
my
to here?
fur.
What just happened?
because that's your fur. That's your fur,
Sure.
technically, right?
Sure.
So like as long as you like don't like pull your cock out because obviously that would be like public nudity.
Yeah.
So like
What,
as
you don't do that?
yeah, no, so like as long as you don't pull your cock out and
Yeah.
you're like,
Right.
"Hey, like I need you to cut my fur." Like would they
do you-
legally have to do that?
No,
Well-
what do you
well, no,
mean? Like
I-
you can go to waxing
well-
places and pull down your pants and be like, "I need my asshole waxed because there's too much hair down there,"
Why the
or I
hole?
need
Why couldn't it have just been the cheek, dude?
no because they get in
I-
between. They literally get in between your
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah, there's a lot of hair
That's
that's,
kind
in
of crazy,
there,
actually.
dude.
Like I would get very uncomfortable.
You
I
can
don't know.
also get like you can
I've
pretty much
thought
get
about
anything
being waxed before.
down there.
I've given it some thought. Well, no, cause like
I'll wax.
yeah, like you have like okay, maybe I mean, maybe-
We'll have we'll have
Arr.
a live podcast outing and we'll just take Owen to go get waxed.
well no, so like
Entire
Get
podcast
a
is
fucking
like,
Brazilian.
like
Almost
unless
did that
I'm the only one that experiences this, like I'm very like my ass crack
I'm
is
very
very hairy. I have a very hairy ass crack.
We should
That's
definitely
good
just
to
have
hear.
Thanks for
a
Like-
video
information.
like, does
podcast
nobody
outing.
know?
It's healthy though. It's
like,
healthy.
does nobody else have that? Like, would you say you're
there's
you?
hair, but
I
it's
mean,
not
yeah,
like
but
a
it's- yeah, it's
fucking
not, like, in the
I
it's-
don't
way.
think I've ever.
It's like a- not like a
I don't
head of
think I've
hair.
ever like stuck my ass in a mirror. And
No,
just
no,
like, that's
no,
a lot of
no.
hair."
You've never done that
No,
before.
I've
I,
never
okay,
done that
I can kind of relate with Owen here, and I think I just like have a lot of hair in general. Like
Yeah.
my legs are so hairy.
Yeah.
My arms are hairy.
Dude,
so
I have
like,
no hair. You seen this?
nah, dude. Like,
Yeah. Dave, for those who couldn't see that, Dave
Dave's just
dropped his phone in the crack of the couch again.
That was the third
They went down the crack.
It happens every podcast.
It happens every fucking
Every
podcast.
other time.
Hold on, let me get
Every-
this real quick.
Every other time he's just
Alright.
like, oh crap.
Dave's got to get up and get his phone now.
It's
Don't
slipped.
shake the round table.
Wait, Jared, do you know the struggle of hair just going down your back into your butt crack and you having to fish it out?
What?
Because you have long hair.
Okay, my hair's long, but it's not as long as it touches
Dude.
my ass.
No,
crack.
Dave's
no,
about
like
to
it just falls out
squat
and it
on
gets
me, dude.
stuck like in between your cheeks.
I mean,
Bro, are
maybe,
you
yeah, when
fucking
I'm
like
wiping.
shedding over there? Like
I
how-
guess
Yeah,
so.
no,
It's
I-
like a girl problem. Like lots
Hey,
of girls just get like hair.
I will say in the shower, I shed hair more than you
What are
know.
you What are
I
you
do
doing
I still have
over here?
all of
You
this
tr-
somehow.
Why are you reaching
But
under me right now?
I
Oh, God.
guess.
Oh,
You just
you're
don't
getting
notice.
on your
It's
hands
just
and
stuck there
knees.
infinitely.
I never know.
You're saying
One day you
please,
just reach your hand back
master?
there, you pull out a clump.
Sometimes when
Right
I'm
now,
wiping
I'd be
my
very
ass,
scared
I'll be
if I
like,
was
why is
dancing,
there a
she'd be
piece
like-
of my hair back there?
Yeah.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
Dave. Like
mean.
my
That-
life
that'll
is in
happen
your hands
sometimes.
right now. Like I could
Well,
just,
no, his life is in your
or
hands.
sorry, yeah, that's right, other way around. I could just fucking crush you, like, and there's nothing you could do about it.
That's cool.
Dave quotes. That's
It
cool.
went in the crack.
Remember when I drove you home and I didn't kill you?
Oh yeah, we had that
This
discussion.
time.
Yeah, we had that discussion of like,
You have
when
a comb in your
yeah,
pocket. dude?
Dave's life was
Oh.
or my life was in
I wanna
Dave's
see
hand.
some active, not on me, please.
Yeah, can you go up to the camera and comb yourself, you fucking animal?
Oh, comb your fur.
Yeah,
Comb my fur.
comb your fur, dude.
Wow, dude.
Man, that looks really
Yeah.
good.
Thank you.
Looks really good, dude.
I've been practicing combing my hair.
So why don't they
Nice.
make like air fresheners that are scented like really good things, like fried chicken?
They do.
I think that would, dude.
Yeah,
If I had a
I'm
fried
pretty
chicken
sure they
smell in my
do.
car, I would want to leave. Like
I
honestly,
wouldn't.
because I feel like it would smell so
Dude,
stale.
I
Yeah,
hate
like
imagine
fast
food-
food smell. Like if you get
Yeah.
fast food and it lingers for like the next 3 days
It's
in your
the
car.
worst.
Yeah, food related like fresheners are kind of fucking gross. Like people that are like, "Oh, it's a
Sorry, not-
bacon freshener,ner," because people are obsessed with
Yankee
bacon.
kind of food?
Candle
'Cause
has like
strawberries
bacon.
are-
About to head out.
Yeah, well, like something that's
Alright.
like
Bye.
fruity is different, but like I'm just saying like people are like bacon.
wanna-
I want
I want a
bacon
bacon,
flavored.
egg, and cheeseburger
Yeah.
for my air freshener.
Yeah,
I
like
like-
that's
I-
kind of gross.
I hated
don't
when
think
I
I'd
worked
want
at the
that.
deli because I would just smell like lunch meat every time I came home and it would stick into your clothes. You know when you washed your
I-
clothes, it
I
would
know
just
how
be
that
like, I smell like
feels.
beef.
From working at Medley's.
Bro, try
behind the,
try
counter.
working
Yeah.
try working at the gas station that I worked at for where you have to
Smell like
where
That smells so
no,
good.
no,
Gas smells
no,
so
no.
good.
I do like the smell of gasoline. What I don't fucking like is the smell of diesel when I have to crawl. Because what I have to used to do, one of the things I had to used to do there, was fill up like the giant ass like 16-wheeler diesel trucks, and they have tanks on both of the sides, but they're like, because of laws or whatever, you can't like just do them at the same time. Like you can't, like if it pulls in, you can't have one go in here and then the other pump like stretched out in the other lane to go there because of like some fucking stupid ass crackdown laws. So I used to have to like take the pump, like toss it under the car as hard as I could, and then fucking
It sparks
crawl.
up,
No,
you
get
just
on my
die.
hands and knees and then fucking crawl
so
underneath
tragic.
the truck and grab the pump to pull it through the other side. And
Oh.
when you do that, you get I used to get fucking diesel because on the hose was just covered in diesel, and it would get on my fucking sleeves
That sucks.
and the sweatshirt. Hey, I don't think hey, I didn't need your fucking comments.
And all, how long did you work there for?
Oh God, way too fucking long.
Did anybody try to pull away with a pump still in
Yup.
their car?
Oh
Did
yeah.
that happen?
Oh, it happened. Yeah, it happened one time to this. All right, okay.
Dude, that's
like,
scary.
let
I would just
me-
run.
let me-
I would
I
start
would.
running.
I want to see that happen.
Let me
so
tell you about this
badly.
guy.
What?
This fucking dipshit that used to come in who worked for All Shore. He was so dumb.
He was
like
a repeat offender.
no, he was so stupid that they made him drive his car to work instead of a company car because he crashed the company car so many times. And his own fucking pickup truck was literally the entire back was just bent inwards because he had fucking like this dude must have had like literally
That's
60
no license.
IQ. Like he must have had 60 IQ. He was a fucking brick. All right, and
An
he was a
actual
brick.
driving
And
a
I can
truck.
tell you
Dude,
one of the
bricks are
reasons
smart,
why he
dude.
was a brick.
Bricks are
No,
smart.
one of the
Bricks are
reasons why he was a
smarter than
brick because he did
motherfuckers.
exactly that. He fucking so here was the exact scenario. All right, I'm gonna give you the play-by-play.
Scenario.
So I go up and
Yes.
he's like, fill it, and he gives me the company card, the Medford Fuel Fleet cards that they give out to companies.
Oh.
So like I swipe it,
Yes.
I put in the codes for like his company and everything like that, and then so as the pump is like before it makes before it does that, I hand the thing back to him, and I'm like, because that's what you do. Well, that's what you do.
Take your
You-
fucking
yeah,
cash.
no,
Take
you
your
take the
card.
card back. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, here, take the card, and then I grab it, put it in, and then
That's what I love
do
doing.
I
Just-
put the
I put it in.
put the nozzle in, I click it to make it go, so I don't have to fucking stand there.
Walk it in.
So then I turn, I start walking back to like the booth because what
Man,
I
it's
want to.
long. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
I wanted to walk back to the booth, and as I'm walking back to the booth, I just hear a fucking snap, like a really audible snap, and I whip my head around, and he's already halfway gone.
Oh my
And mind
God.
you, I literally,
Right.
I
Was there gas going everywhere?
no, because so for the gasoline pumps, they have like a safety protocol where like up at the top where it comes out of, it's not like just one hose. Like there's like an emergency separation valve, I think is what they call it.
Okay.
Where like only part of it tears off, and the part that's actually carrying the gasoline, like it'll stop automatically.
Mhm.
But the diesel pumps aren't like that. The diesel pumps, like if someone drives away and the diesel, like with their diesel, the thing's still in, it would
Jeez.
fucking go everywhere.
Oh my
Like it would actually go everywhere.
Yikes.
I kind of wanna see that though. I wanna see just like someone.
There's probably
drive
videos of
away.
it somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's probably so many like Russian videos of
Yeah.
people doing that.
Yeah.
Oh well, I was like, dude, what the fuck? And like, what I couldn't wrap my head around,
Did
and
you realize?
and
Like, or
yeah,
do you-
yeah, he obviously realized,
Oh,
but what I
okay.
still can't wrap my head around, and this is why I think he's so fucking stupid, is because he said to me, he was like, "Oh, well, like I heard you tap on like my vehicle, and I thought that meant that like I was done."
Well,
And I was like, bro, I literally just handed you your card back. And like you just pulled up. Like, are you that stupid that you don't remember that you literally just pulled up like 15 seconds ago?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. And he always gets like $40 to $50 worth of fuel. So it's not like it was like that. Like I can't like fucking $50 worth of fuel doesn't just come in like that. It fucking takes time.
Right away, sir. We'll get that in 3 seconds.
Yeah, like
Here you go. Extra fast fuel.
like this like he's
Amazon Prime
just
delivery
so
fuel,
fucking
dude.
dumb. This guy was so fucking dumb.
That's
Inject it.
Dude, I have so many stories about the gas
Is it
station.
work story time? It's time
I
for
could be
stories?
work story time. I have so many awful
So do
fucking
I.
stories
dude,
from
I can
work.
tell some stuff too. Oh,
Yeah?
All right, well I just told a story, so someone else can
Who's
tell a
next?
story.
Joe, are you next?
Sure. So, I was a camp counselor at
Oh, boy.
at a local day camp, and it's all fun and good. But I was promoted, so I
Big
was
boy.
yeah, dude. So I was on leadership staff, and then I also helped all the the parents drop off and pick up their kids. So like dropping off was really easy because like parents don't want to talk because they like wake up I guess in the morning.
Yeah, it's like
so,
7:30 in the
so,
morning.
they throw their kids out of the car. They
Actually throw them.
essentially yeah.
They
So
just
and
eat their
then
kids.
but then they all come to pick their kids up, and for whatever reason, this one mom was like so pissed.
Was she
so,
a Karen?
I don't know what her name was.
No.
No,
was
was
she
she
a
a
Karen?
Karen? Like, I mean, you know what that means?
Do you not know what this is?
Yeah, no, so it's like the lady, the can I speak to your manager,
Oh,
bowl
yeah.
cut, like
Yeah,
blonde,
yeah.
like she was that kind of person.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah? Alright.
And so she rolls up in her like I don't know like Honda Odyssey like minivan.
Just the Honda Odyssey.
And
It's a reliable car, bro. It's a
Especially-
reliable
uh,
car.
especially my
rolls down her
Hondas.
window, and I forget what she asks, but like, I think it was like a rainy day or something, and so like the kids weren't at like where they usually are. They were like at the dining hall because we don't want them to like get rained on in
Yeah.
the field. So
Uh-huh.
she comes to like our normal entrance, which is fine. We were like directing parents to the dining hall anyway, and we're like, "Oh, your kid's at the dining hall," and she was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm here to pick up my kid right now. We have to go to the doctor's appointment right now. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And she starts just like screaming at me, and I just like walk away. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like,
I don't know what to do,
I'm
bro.
sorry, ma'am. Do you want to talk to like the camp director? And she just like drives off. I'm like, Jesus, like people.
You forgot about your kid.
Yeah, I was
you
like,
need your kid.
What? Like,
What do you mean you don't have it?
yeah.
We
I was like,
don't
oh, sorry,
have-
we
Where
don't
is
have a
he?
kid anymore. Yeah, we sold him.
We gotta go
I have 2 stories, but I'll only tell one, and then Hunter can tell his.
Okay.
So I guess you could classify this as a job. I babysit around my neighborhood, and I live in a rich white mom suburban
you make
neighborhood.
some good money doing that, so I would classify that as a job. any day.
Yeah, during the summer I did that, and all the moms are incredibly wealthy. They all like leech off their
Got
husband.
that
Yeah,
sugar daddy.
It's
Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah,
all the houses are like $1 million.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The only
Yeah.
reason I live there is because my stepdad, because he makes ungodly amounts of money. Yeah,
On God.
and then
On jaw.
on Ja.
so I'd gone to the one lady's house. She lives right down the block, and I watched their kids. I'm like, okay, well, your mom said we could order pizza. There's
Oh.
2 kids. One's about 10, and the other one's 5.
That was
Oh.
your mistake.
And
Dude, 10, bad age.
they were like, "Oh, we want upside down pizza." I was like, "Oh, okay." Which that's
What is upside down pizza?
that's the thing.
It's like,
So it's like
2 pizzas together.
No.
So a calzone?
no. It's
A
so there's
calzone.
crust and then cheese and then sauce. So it's like literally upside down.
Chris. Oh.
So the crust is on the top.
So the like sauce.
The sauce.
Wait. So crust and so the only thing that is reversed is the cheese and the sauce, which is the dumbest idea ever.
That's not
but-
reverse.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's
just
It's
that's
just-
taking 2 ingredients and switching them.
Yeah.
That's not reverse.
Yeah,
that's not
but they were
upside
like,
down.
That's my favorite pizza. Let's get that. I was like, okay.
not. How does that change the experience at all?
I no idea. Textural, whatever hits the roof of your mouth first, I guess. I
So
don't.
they want the nice acidic tomatoes they
Yeah.
hit their mouth first,
Mhm.
I guess. Like
It's
Ah,
a it's a
yes.
rich.
Ah, yes.
It's a rich neighborhood.
household. What do you expect?
I
Sorry.
didn't.
They
I didn't
only
even know
eat
what an
rich-
upside down pizza was
Yeah,
until
right.
they told me. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I don't.
They only eat rich food.
they probably have their own like
Yeah,
pizzeria
rich
in the house
pizza.
or something.
It's not just
No,
like
it wasn't
normal
like one
pizza.
of the it was one of the organic moms. One of the moms that like think essential oils
Oh.
fixes everything. She's so sweet,
Oh.
but
So she doesn't vaccinate her kids. Is what you're
I
saying?
have no idea. They might not be.
You should ask her.
She
You should
had
be like you
organic-
should be like, let's get political. Do you vaccinate your children?
The next time I go over there, just
To bring a bunch of chickenpox vaccines.
Yeah.
Come here, kid.
come here. So
Upside down pizza, you say?
I already know that it was gonna be a terrible day with them. They're sweet kids. They have the sweetest face, but it
Probably
was
devils, dude.
terrible.
Trust me.
So
I
the
know
one-
exactly. I know
Oh no,
I'm watching-
yeah,
Joe, I know.
I'm
I
watching
also
the
worked
one
in
kid because they
Yep.
want to be in 2 different locations at different times.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the one kid downstairs, and me thinking that the older brother's gonna be responsible and be 10 years old and like play in his room.
Nope.
No, he ran outside and he started taking the hose. He's like, I wanted to water the house, and he starts spraying the house. I'm like, where did
Water
your
the
brother
house.
go? And I went outside, and I'm like, no, get your butt back in here. You can't be outside. He's like, I wanted to water the house. It was thirsty. That's what he told me. I was like, oh,
Oh.
okay.
Sorry,
My-
my bad. My bad. No.
Sorry, continue,
Sorry,
continue.
Please, please.
I didn't know.
Wait, hold on. Did they grab the hose and go inside the house and start spraying
No,
everything,
I
or was
would've-
it outside?
It was outside.
Okay, I thought you meant like
I
they
did
grabbed
that
the
when I
hose
was a
and
kid.
ran
I
inside.
did that when
like-
I was a kid.
That would have been so
wait, you
funny.
did?
I did that when I was a kid.
Wait,
I did something when I was a kid. And
Wait.
I'm
And
proud
then
of it.
Well, I'll tell after. I'll tell after.
And then after that, I'm like,
Alright.
okay, I'm just relax. The pizza's coming. It's gonna be in there like 10 minutes. And I'm like, we're gonna
Just
lock
sit down.
the doors. We're gonna put on the Spider-Verse
lock you in.
universe movie, whatever, the one that's on Netflix,
Yeah.
the newest cartoon
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
And they sat down and watched that for a little bit. Another person, the littlest, wanted to go play Fortnite downstairs. I was like, okay, you can go do that.
Fortnite.
The pizza gets there, everything's good. I'm like, okay, put the pizza on their plates. Their microwave is taller than me. It's all the way up here. And so the one kid, he
Sounds
has
like a you
he has 2 attempts. He's like, my pizza's too cold. I need it warmed up. And I'm like, okay, can I do it for you? He's like, no, I want to do it. And he's tall. He's not that tall. He's like maybe up to my chest.
Okay.
So he's maybe like 4 foot.
Better be LeBron James with that pizza, dude.
He's probably like a little bit less than 4 foot. But he climbs up onto the counter. He puts it in successfully the first time. Second time successfully.
You let him come on the counter.
I was watching
Wow.
him,
Okay.
making sure
Spotting him.
because he wouldn't.
Oh,
Spoons, not
spot
forks,
you.
spoons,
Spot
not
you.
forks.
He wouldn't let me do it. He refused to let me do it. He's like, no, I'm gonna
Really?
do it. The third time, it falls, and it slaps onto the ground, and it's upside down pizza.
Aw.
So the sauce goes
Now it's right
everywhere.
side up. Now it's
The
right
kid,
side up.
the kid grips
Yeah,
up.
now it's right.
The kid grips up the pizza and he says, "I'm gonna rage," and he throws it at the ground as hard as humanly possible,
Nice.
and it goes everywhere. And I'm like, "Why did you do
would've
that?"
recorded
And
this.
I was laughing and I couldn't help it. And he's like, "I just get so mad sometimes. I need to throw things."
Maybe
I-
you didn't drop your pizza.
To rage.
He's like, "No," he said, "I'm gonna rage."
I love how he
Should've
announces it.
And then he picks up the crust off the ground.
You better be LeBron James.
Oh, and when you rage in league, you just have to announce it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage.
Before you drop the N-bomb. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the N word.
Nos?
So-
Nos?
So I have to.
That is the N word.
I have to confess to this. I told Kaylee this story yesterday.
Oh God.
Black Friday.
Very bad.
So
You did a bad
I
boy
worked Black
thing.
Friday at my job. I work at LL Bean, and
Lil Bean.
if this gets
Lil
popular,
Bean.
everyone's gonna figure out that I did this, and I'm gonna be prosecuted. But basically, for our Black Friday sale, we had 20% off store-wide stuff. All our store-wide promotions are we do not do those with third party like Yeti, like the Hydro Flasks and the cups, and
Yeah.
like GoPro and like really expensive like
Just like
other
your
shit,
brand.
like our brand and stuff that we're really tied to. So 100% off, right? This my okay. I'm not racist, but like it's really inconvenient when a foreign person comes up and
I'm
you
not
can't-
racist, but
Famous last
when
words.
someone comes up, the worst are the Asian people because
Yeah.
they're great people, very
Can't
friendly,
fucking understand a
but you
word
can't
they're
understand
saying.
a word they're saying.
Yep.
And I'm trying to be like, and it's very,
Sounds like you're just not
very,
cultured, Hunter.
very precise. Because like when people are trying to pay with their chip, they don't understand that if you put in the chip before the green arrows flash on the side, the machine starts to freak the fuck out. It beep, 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 and they don't understand that. And they just leave it and they turn around and start looking at gift cards and shit while they're. And I'm like, "Sir, you gotta pull your chip out." And he's like, "What? What?" And I'm like, anyways, Indian dude comes up, right? He's like, someone brought a GoPro up for me because we haven't been in the cases.
Yeah.
Really nice Hero 5 black GoPro.
Nice.
Fucking nice GoPro. And he starts making a fuss about discount. He said, "Oh, she said give me 10%." I'm like, I go back and check the hold, and like my manager left a message that said give him the courtesy 10%. I'm like, okay. So, but I, being the smart person, when we give a discount when we add something like a courtesy, we have to put it in manually.
Yeah.
So when I put in the discount, I didn't think, oh, wait a minute, we don't give the 20% to our third-party stuff. So I added it on to our normal 20%. So basically, I sold this guy a new GoPro for 30% off.
Oh, nice.
It was basically over $200. He got it for $110. And he was like, wow, really cheap. You want to buy it off me? And I'm like, and he walked out the door, and I didn't realize until like 30 minutes later, I was like, oh, shit. I hope he doesn't come in to return that because they're going to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
So basically, I sold this dude this fucking really expensive, nice-ass GoPro for like $100. Brand new.
I mean, so if it was only 30% off, it was like you only took off like $40 probably.
Yeah. He already had like the 10% on it.
It's- I'm sure you'll get fired over it.
And it's fine.
Don't worry about it, dude. You'll
Nah, yeah, you'll be fine.
It's fine.
I don't
I
really
have a
think
few
that
No,
you'll-
Elegant
I've-
stories.
During medleys, I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I
Shouldn't
have
have.
a few stories there too. I experienced some shit.
Dude, I kind of want to work at LA Bean because like the discount you get is sick and all their stuff is
It's on like
awesome.
limited amounts of things though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
Small
only, like, 2 pieces
things.
of footwear and like 3 shirts.
Oh, really?
Still nice though. So like,
So Joe,
Yeah.
you said that you grabbed the hose.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
so we like we had a sink. We have different sinks now, but we had this sink and there was a spray hose attached to it. So you like pull it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Wash
have
your-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have one as well. Yeah.
And I thought it'd be a good idea to, just wash my living room. And
Okay, so
Oh.
age that you were
I
for
was
this?
probably like
18?
7 or 8.
Hey, this happened yesterday.
And
All right,
and-
7 or 8.
and so
Okay.
instead of sticking it in the direction of the sink, so like we have, I don't know, you've been to my house, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like that little like in my kitchen, there's a sink, and then there's like kind of a big like square window
Yeah.
that goes into our dining room. And I I just decided to point it at the dining room and spray it down the entire room. And so all the chairs were wet. Everything was wet.
Oh.
And my dad comes and he freaks out. He's like, "Why is everything wet?" And I don't
Are you sitting there all proud, just like I cleaned the living room?
I don't remember like how I reacted. I probably just like fessed up immediately because when I was younger, I was such a wuss. But like, nah, it was honestly it was so funny because like looking back on it, actually, all right, look,
I'm looking.
excuse, this is freaking beefs right now, dude. All right, anyway, so does beef. I swear to God, if it smells,
I didn't beef.
I wasn't. No, it wasn't me.
I don't smell anything, so.
No, I always admit when I fart.
all right. Anyway,
true.
because
It's
we're on
very
the
true.
topic of childhood mishaps,
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger, I cut the fringe off my carpet with scissors.
What? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
I think the only reason you would remember this is if you got really scolded for
I
it.
did. And we still have that carpet in my dining room today, so you could see like the
Next time we do a LAN party
I
at
did
your
it in a
house.
line though. I did it in a line. It's nice
It's
and
neat.
even.
It's neat.
It
You did a nice
is.
job. Maybe
It's
you should tailor it,
neat.
yeah, or like a carpet
So,
maker.
okay, so
would.
like, what was the thought process behind that?
Yeah, what was the thought process behind that?
I
You
honestly-
told the sink thing.
I have no idea. I have literally
You
no
just-
idea. I'm pretty sure I was just like on like I was in the vicinity, you know, like low on the ground, you know, probably on my knees or something with scissors in my
It
hand.
needs a haircut.
And yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, it's looking a little long.
Yeah,
It's
like,
looking
yeah,
a little
I
long.
finally trim it. And so that's what I did.
It's looking a little
I
long.
trimmed it.
So Joe,
Yeah.
I did a very similar thing with the sink.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the same sink that we have now, with the hose and you spray it.
Yeah.
Except for me, it was me and my older brother. My older brother I think was maybe 10, 11, and I was like 9 or 10.
Okay.
It's Nate.
Yeah, this is And what we did was we're just like, I think it was either too cold outside or we were just dumb, but we were just like, I want to slip and slide. No, no. We were punished. We weren't allowed to go outside, and we wanted to clean the floor, and we were in charge of cleaning the floors with like the sweeper. And then we were just like, all right, enough of this. So we threw the sweeper on the ground. We grabbed the thing off the sink, then sprayed the kitchen, and then grabbed the dish soap and just started going at the ground. You know, the floor was white at that point with
Oh
soap.
my God.
And then me and Nathan looked at each other and was like, a slip and slide. So we took off our clothes and our underwear. We just would slip and slide and would hit the drawer. And my dad walked in and was just like, what the actual hell? Because me and Nathan are like slippery, slimy with soap. And the whole floor is like wet and soapy. And
You
he
like
was like,
that?
what? And me and Nathan just ran to our room.
That's so great.
You got any good childhood stories, Dave? I feel like there'd be some good ones in the Birmingham.
I have another
town.
one if you don't have one.
I like jokes. The two you told were
Joe's
pretty good, Joe.
cutting things with scissors.
So
Not particularly.
all right.
So
The next one is about my younger brother. And
Is this
yes.
Oh
Yes. And actually I have two from him and
Oh,
they're
yes.
Oh,
both
great.
great. They're both incredible.
I still work with them occasionally.
Yes. And I forget why he was like on our dining room table at like 4 years old, but he was on the dining room table and he like climbs onto the chandelier and it's just like swinging on the chandelier as a
Yep.
baby.
All
yes,
right.
it's like the song.
Yeah.
man.
and- I mean that's all that there is to that one. But next one. He somehow called the police and like we didn't know. And so my dad
As you do.
And so my police come to our door, knocks on the door. My dad picks up my younger brother. On the way up, he like hits his head on our countertop, and so he's bleeding. But my dad has no idea. So he walks to the door, opens the door with my brother bleeding.
Profusely from his head.
It's like, is anything wrong, officer? And he's like, are you okay? My dad's like, yeah, like we're fine. My brother's just like bleeding. He's like, are you sure? Everything's okay. And my dad just looks. He's like, oh my God. Like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure everything's fine. Like, I didn't mean to do this. Like, he was like, all right, you sure everything's okay? It's like, yeah, we're good. But It was like so funny. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
This holding a child is bullying.
Yeah.
And you're just like, hello.
Yeah.
like the child, your little brother knew that this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was like, I need to call
Dude,
the cops.
Master plan.
Get your dad arrested.
I have a really good story about my little sister.
Oh man.
So you know how all little kids love claw machines or like the machines, and they beg for someone to get them something.
Oh yeah.
I hated those, but I hated to love them.
And usually they're in
love the game.
diners. Like they're in front of diners. They'll have like the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
section
yeah,
with,
yeah.
Like, at least 2 claw machines.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That exact music.
Yeah, Hunter
Sounded like that.
dubbed over it. Just actually Hunter.
We do that for copyright reasons.
Yeah. So we'll have to cut this out because Hunter actually made that music. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
actually Hunter, just sped up and pitched differently.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, continue.
So my
Or something.
my little sister, she goes up to the machine, and my dad had given her quarters because she was like, I just want to play the machine. Can you give me
Doesn't
money?
want anything. Just wants to play the
Yeah,
machine.
because she's a really picky eater. She doesn't want to eat anything at the diner. All she ate was French fries. And my dad's like, fine, sure. Go to the machine and go get your toy.
And eat something out of the machine.
Yeah, no. So my little sister goes
Ooh,
up
this
to the
teddy bear.
machine. She starts playing, and she's like, I can't do this. She's probably like 6 years old. I can't do this. I don't want to play this anymore. She runs up to my dad. She's like, can you do this for me? I really can't play this. I don't know how to do it. My dad runs back to the machine with her, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get it for you, cause it's play until you win." So it was still on her turn.
Yeah.
And
Oh man.
he couldn't get it, and my dad was like, which one do you want? And it's a machine full of balls.
Yeah.
And my little sister screams out, I don't know. I just really love balls. I love balls so much. Just I.
Your family has a very a tendency to scream inappropriate things very loud.
Yeah.
That's so,
So,
good.
and the diner doors are open, so everybody can hear this. With my little 6-year-old sister screaming, "I just love balls. I don't care which
As
one I
one would.
get.
As
I
one
just
would.
love balls so much."
well, that's not as bad as what it could have been.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a 6-year-old saying that, but instead of balls, saying testicles.
I love testicles. I love them so much.
testicles.
I don't care which one I get.
Then there'd be
Oh,
a
SpongeBob.
serious problem.
I be plundering me, boy.
What? No.
Okay.
I mean, oh wait, yeah, I remember. Do you guys ever accidentally? I know you were talking about your brother calling 911. You ever accidentally call 911 as a child?
I actually did it
No.
like a month ago.
I was
believe
too
it or not.
afraid to.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too scared.
I mean, not. If you want to finish your story, you can. But
Oh, what? So no one has?
No, I never have.
well, no,
Oh.
I'm pretty
I
sure I
have
did, but it wasn't as eventful as my younger brother's. I mean, all I did was call 911, and they came, and there was like no issue, and then they left. So
Yeah, that's the same.
thanks, dude.
I was just wondering if anyone else, cause I did.
I accidentally called like this semester. I was asleep, and I have like 5 alarms set on my phone, like at like 30-minute intervals. So like if I don't wake up, like I'll wake up to the next one, you know. And I guess I was just so tired that like I woke up and was so delirious. I was like kept pressing the snooze button like over and over again. And on my phone, if you press it 5 times in a sequence, it dials 911 automatically. I didn't realize that.
What?
Yeah, I had no idea.
I mean, that's pretty good. Like if you died in your sleep.
Yeah, and
Jeez.
and so I guess I dialed 911, but I fell asleep. I didn't know it was dialing, and so I wake up to like the operator on the phone, be like, hello, is anyone there? And there's like silence, and I'm like, oh wait, man, I should like respond. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh no, I'm good. Like, I'm like so drowsy, I'm so tired. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like,
I'm
I
good.
didn't
I'm
mean to- I
good.
didn't mean to call. And she was like, are you sure you're okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry. And I'm trying to be quiet because my roommate's asleep like 2 feet next to me. So it's like, it's just terrible. I felt so bad because like, that's kind of illegal. You know? No. But like, it was just, I was terrified. I was like, oh fuck. Like, I actually called the police.
Oh, I got a good story about 911.
Yeah?
It's when I was doing my Eagle Scout project.
Eagle
so,
You
Scout.
asked them to help.
No, but so there was this guy. All right, This is pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, it's hilarious.
That was pretty funny, dude.
But so I was doing my Eagle Scout project, which was like building a bridge. Yeah, you weren't there. You must hate me. Anyway,
Yeah.
so building a bridge, has a bunch of power. There's a bunch of power tools and whatnot there, and there's this child here, and the thing about this guy is that he is something else. Like he's a different breed of person. He was a lot of fun to be around, but man, was he he was something wrong with that kid. Anyway, so he was at where the tent where we have all the breakfast and lunch stuff, and he was just I'm like monitoring everyone, and I'm down at the work site, and I come up and I see this guy at the tent with a drill, and he just has a paper plate on the tip of it, and it's going it's spinning around. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just smiling at me. I'm like, put that down. I need you to go down there and help with the screwing in something. And he's like, he does not budge. And this kid has his power tool, and I'm like, all right, give me the drill. He's just spinning this paper plate on the drill, and he's like, no, it's my drill. and so basically, I take the drill from him. He starts going crazy.
Okay.
I think I heard this story before.
Yeah. So he starts going crazy. Like, this is my drill. You're stealing the drill from me. It's his dad's drill, and he's like, you're stealing the drill. I'm calling the police. I steal my drill. And he gets his iPad, and he presses the button down. He's like, Siri, call 911. And Siri's like calling emergency services. I'm like, oh fuck! I go into panic mode. I rip this iPad out of this kid's hand. I press the cancel button, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm taking this iPad and I'm locking it in my car. You've lost this privilege.
Did they come?
They didn't come. I canceled it just in time. They would have. The scary part is that there was a counter going down to like 3, 2.
Like defusing a bomb.
Yeah, it was like defusing a bomb, dude. And
That's so good.
so he starts going ballistic. This kid is like off his chain, dude. And he calls his dad over, and his dad understands that this kid's just something else. And they're like, okay, I'll take care of him now, because his dad does not like he lets his kid be a scout, and just does whatever he wants with all the other boys, and he's hanging out with all the adults or whatnot. But yeah, that was fun. That was a very stressful day.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good scout stories. Remember, I won't say his name, but remember the who got arrested?
What?
Which one was this?
There's two of them actually. Two scoutmasters who got arrested.
Oh,
The first one was for child pornography.
No, he wasn't a scoutmaster.
I actually heard about that.
He was like a leader.
I heard about that.
So
too.
yeah, this guy, I can tell you. Actually, there is a lot of scout stories I have. Yeah, the one guy.
I mean, it's public information. You can just.
One guy got arrested because he had child porn
I
on
think
his
he's out of jail
computer.
now.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
As you do as
Oh,
a
and a
scout
priest.
leader.
Yeah,
Priest.
as a scout leader.
And the other one got arrested for tax evasion.
Yep, that one's fun. That one's fun. They're
and
both out of jail now.
They literally said, if you just pay us, we won't arrest you. If you pay your taxes back, we won't arrest you. And he didn't pay his taxes back. Like, he was caught red-handed. And they said, just pay him back and we won't arrest you. Didn't pay him back. Got like 6 months in prison. And it's like, why did you just pay him back?
Fucking idiot.
Just do something. And so yeah, those are the two scoutmasters. I have another story, but you look like you have something to say. If anything to add to that.
We had a janitor in my middle school who was going around and asking boys to jizz into napkins for him.
What?
Yeah.
dude?
It was a huge thing. Like, it was a huge...
In middle school?
Yes.
I don't think I could jizz in middle school, dude.
Joe, what are you?
And
What are you, a
like,
late bloomer?
The kids were like,
You
what are
late
you?
bloomer?
Okay,
I was
okay.
a late bloomer.
All right. Maybe late in middle school, but all right,
No, dude. How did
like middle school to me is like like 5th through 8th. So like,
5th?
oh sorry,
'Cause
I
you
guess
went to
Six,
middle-
six,
middle
7, and
school,
All right,
8.
seventh
all right,
and
I guess I
eighth.
could. Maybe I just can't
We
perceive
could.
time that far back.
Some of us just didn't.
Anyway,
yeah,
were you
maybe.
saying something?
But yeah, he was just asking kids, and the kids ratted him out. They're like, this guy, this janitor, this old dude's asking us to jizz in the napkins for him. We don't want to do that.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
We had like multiple things like that go on in our school.
Really?
We had like middle school
Pedos?
and high school. High school, we had the theater teacher date
yeah.
one of the girls and like do things in the theater room with
What?
him. But she was 18. She was 18.
Yeah, dude.
But
No, I think that.
It's mime breast.
Yeah, Miss Mindbreast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Finished
Yeah,
the
we're gonna have to
job.
probably bleep that out. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we should probably not.
Yeah,
have that.
I'll
Still
bleep
related.
it
But
out.
there's a teacher. The teacher. The rumor was that she went to some prom house and some dude just like went to town on her.
Oh my god.
And then, and the joke was that one day she came in with a broken ankle and a scooter, and we were like, "Oh, looks like so and so finished the job."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. She was a terrible teacher.
Yeah, she was such a fucking terrible teacher.
But I've got more scout stories if you want to hear them.
Yeah, sure.
Want to hear about the one time someone was lighting off fireworks at a gun range in the middle of the night?
What?
Was I here for that? I don't think
No,
I was.
you weren't.
I wasn't.
I wasn't there for that either, but my brother told me there were some hooligans. Basically, sometimes we'd go to this gun range nearby, and they'd teach us about the two things you can do in scouts involving guns, which is shooting little 22 rifles and shooting 20 gauge shotguns and doing skeet shooting.
Uh-huh.
And so there are these two guys, I think there's three actually, who had the greatest idea of all time.
Okay.
Which
All right.
was they were going to, at this camping trip, on the gun range, in the middle of the night, they were going to go out into the middle of the woods and light off fireworks.
It's a great idea.
Especially at a gun range.
Oh, yeah. So they go out and they do exactly that. They start lighting off fireworks at this gun range.
Uh-huh.
And the two people who are there come out with their guns, actual guns, and they're like, they find these kids, they're just at gunpoint, just like, what are you doing? Like lighting fireworks in the middle of the night of a gun
Dude,
range.
What
dude.
the hell?
Oh my god,
That's so.
I wasn't
terrible.
there for that.
How dumb do you have to be to do that? How dumb?
You just have to be a kid.
They weren't
you just-
kids.
They weren't kids. How
They
old?
were like high schoolers.
Oh, then actually
Jesus.
probably pretty dumb.
like you're asking to be shot. You're literally asking
Yeah.
to be shot.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like-
sad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
Imagine teaching kids teaching kids how to like handle a gun, never aim it at someone until you have like the intent to kill and stuff like that. And then these two people come up with guns and they just shoot you because you're lighting off fireworks, like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Just imagine if that happened.
Yeah, dude.
so do we got anything? You guys have anything else? I got more time.
Yeah, sure, go for it if you got
So-
anything else.
Let's see what I got. Okay, we covered game of the year. We didn't really.
No,
Covered-
no one
we covered
did.
witchcraft. We covered weird scented air fresheners. So it's almost the time for Christmas.
Okay.
It's
I
almost.
would say it's pretty acceptable
the
to be
topic-
excited for Christmas.
The topic was early Christmas.
Yeah.
How early shit gets celebrated. You know.
I mean, we just took our tree like out of our garage.
So did I.
Yeah. No.
Dude, we set up our tree the day of Thanksgiving.
Really?
Maybe, the day before, because
Wow.
Thanksgiving is late this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that. I think the weekend after Thanksgiving is when it's acceptable to me. I think the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Is.
Okay, that's a topic.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that is the topic. That's my official word.
What do y'all
We
want
ju-
for Christmas?
Love and compassion.
Hooker
We know
named
you want
Judy.
we know deep down what you want.
Yeah. Do you?
No.
I didn't think so.
500 more.
You want a hooker named Judy?
No, I
That's
just.
exactly what
I
you
want someone to pay for my WoW subscription. Can I have that? Can I have Mommy, can you buy me my WoW subscription, Mommy? Yeah,
Alright.
okay. Well,
Alright, enough of that.
that was awful.
Those are
All right.
What do you want, Joe?
I think.
What do you want for Christmas, Joe?
Oh, is that what we're talking about now?
Yep. What do you want for Christmas, Joe?
All right. Well, if if I knew that my family had lots of money, I would ask for this like dope keyboard that I was telling Jared about earlier.
Yeah.
That's like $2,500. But I don't think that's an acceptable thing to ask, especially since they're like paying for college, and like my brother's about to be going to college, so like lots of money is like,
Funneling
leaving
out.
our household,
A
right?
little
Right,
tight,
right.
a little
Yeah.
tight
A
money
little
wise.
tight money.
So like honestly, I don't know, just like gift cards for clothes and stuff, because like I like shopping for clothes and stuff.
kinda lame.
so- Yeah, it is, but I just
Kind of, not so
Shoes,
quirky.
I don't know.
Do your parents get upset when like you just ask for like gift cards or money because you're like I don't really know what I want, so I just want like a gift card or
Yes.
money. My parents get so upset. They're like, "There's gonna be nothing under the tree for you Christmas morning." I'm like, that's fine.
My parents will get upset. They're just like, "Are you sure you don't want anything else?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "All right, that's fine."
Yeah, it is kind of weird that like because my parents are kind of the same way, where like they almost feel obliged to just like put things under the Christmas tree, because like no, they do. Like, so like this year I literally told my parents, I'm like, look, just get me like a couple things or whatever, and like that's it. Like, don't bother, because like what they'll do is like, yeah, they'll get me those couple things, and then the rest of it's just clothes, and I'm like, I don't fucking want clothes. Like, just literally give me like the 3 or 4 things that I want, and that's fine.
Just give me my WoW subscription.
Yeah,
My
just give me my
WoW, my
WoW
WoW.
subscription. Just give me my 12-month WoW subscription.
There
Yeah.
hasn't been a year where my mom hasn't cried after I've opened up presents because she's like, I feel like you don't like everything that I got you. And
What
I'm like,
the
Mom, I don't know how to, I'm older now. I don't know how to be like little, like when I was
Yeah.
like 10 years old and be like, oh, look, it's this thing I love.
Yeah,
I want it so much.
my parents understand that.
I'm like,
Every
I'm
time
sorry.
when I open something, it's always just like I always make like I make it a joke. Like I'm always just like I open it. It's like something that I want. I'll just be like,
Like, I
Yeah.
appreciate it a lot, but my mom, she's cried for like probably the last, I would say, like
Really?
4 years.
That's so awkward.
Because I'm like,
Straight.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I love everything you got me and everything, but I don't know how to emote like what you want.
Yeah,
like,
how
I don't-
to emote.
Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
Like even with things
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
wanted, like if I get something that I wanted, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, thank you so much.
That's how I was.
I'll be like,
you're on your hands and knees.
Like-
Oh my god, I love you.
like the most emotion that will come out of me is like, oh, like thank you so much, mom and dad. Like you guys are awesome. You know, like that's the most. Or and like every gift is great. You know, like
Like,
Yeah.
I remember
well,
opening up my Wii
you know,
the one Christmas when I
my
was
weed.
little. And I was so excited and like screaming like how every little kid does, but like
Yeah.
that's not acceptable at 20 years
Yeah.
old to be
Yeah.
like,
I-
oh my god.
I think
yeah.
yeah, no,
mean-
I can relate to that. Like,
I scream.
I can definitely relate to that, because for me, I always have like my relatives over, like that like watch us open presents as well, because like that's just been. Oh yeah, no, that's
Open
how
your
it is.
present, Owen.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. Like, see, you make fun of it. But
What
that's
did you get, Owen?
Like, they're like, yeah, no, that's
Do you
what,
like it?
That's what they do.
Smile, Owen.
That's what they-
Smile.
they're like,
Look at the
it's like-
camera.
no,
like
so
Look
it's-
at
yeah,
me.
Yeah, it's like they're okay.
Hold it up. What is it?
It's like you just killed something. You're holding up your freaking your trophy.
You
your
better
trophy
bet you're
buck.
writing a thank you note for that.
Who gave that to you? Who gave it to you?
Hug me right now.
What does it say in the wrapper? Who gave that to you?
Open the
Read
fucking
name,
card.
Read the name.
Open the fucking card.
I have a little list by me with everybody, their name and what they got me at my
Really?
stepmother's house, because my stepdad and my real mom's, or sorry, my real dad and my stepmother's house, because they make me write thank you notes the day after Christmas.
That's
I'm sitting
toxic.
at the table writing a paragraph per person on a little thank you note
That's so
for
fake.
everybody.
Like,
And I'm like,
yeah.
I've been doing this ever since I was little.
It's like
Really?
I
and it has
think
to be in a
that-
cursive.
I think that I've what you look like you have something on your mind, Hunter.
I've been waiting to tell this story, but like, you
Okay,
guys have
yeah,
so
sure.
I did have. We'll go back to that because I actually want to talk about that. But I was like a brat when I was a kid, right? I'm an only child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
only
yeah,
only
the-
childs
the
are
norms.
brats.
You get-
Like they
I think
just
I,
kind of
I think I turned
are.
out okay. But
You turn out better than some people that we know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically I was lonely and I wanted toys, right? And people only have to pay for one kid, right? Because I'm an only child, so I got lots of toys. So there was the 1 year age gap in between when I wanted a bunch of toys and when I was okay with getting gift cards and money.
Yeah.
And that was the 1 year where I went up to my family in New York, and they all forgot to ask me what I wanted for Christmas, or I just wasn't vocal about it.
Yeah.
So I went to all these different like gatherings where we all opened presents, and I got like one card with like $50 gift card. And I like cried my eyes out because I was like, everyone else is there opening toys and shit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is awful. Like this is like shit. And my family felt awful. They felt terrible. And the next Christmas, like, what do you want? What do you want? I'm like, gift cards.
cards.
And they're like, what the fuck?
You cry again.
Yeah, you're just like, you get a toy, you're just like, this is not what I wanted.
So what were we talking? We were talking about
Fuck, dude, I don't remember.
Just like
Just weird family.
Oh yeah,
just
no.
like
So like,
emotions in Christmas.
yeah,
Like,
okay. So like, my family. The problem with my family is that they, I have all my relatives over, and they are like, so basically, long story short, I don't know anybody on my mom's side because she left them for personal reasons. I don't know, her thing,
I kind of
whatever.
That.
Yeah. So like, the only family we have is on my dad's side, and the people that are on my dad's side of my family are just fucking batshit insane. Like they are. No, no. It's not even like see, because that's what I used to do. I used to be like, yeah, it's just they're just old. They don't get it. But like, no,
Yeah.
these people are fucking crazy. Like, and so like, okay, what I mean by that is, so like, let me ask you guys, what holidays is an acceptable holiday to send a card?
Christmas,
Thanksgiving.
a birthday.
Christmas, a birthday, yeah.
Sure.
Like
Well,
May-
you said
Easter.
holiday, right?
I get cards.
No,
from,
I'm saying
all
like
my
just
grandmothers
like
for
any
holiday.
holidays that like you think sending
Easter.
a card is
Yeah.
appropriate. Okay,
Easter's
so it'd be like
It's
Easter.
the main ones.
Yeah, so like Easter.
Thanksgiving.
So you,
Sure.
no.
I mean, like,
Thanksgiving
yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
no, Thanksgiving card.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Usually
use
all
that.
the
Alright.
families do like their
Thanksgiving
Christmas photo shoot and they send them out at, like
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. So
All the main.
yeah, so okay, we'll say like Christmas, birthday, Easter, and then maybe sometimes if you want to throw in a bonus, Thanksgiving.
Hanukkah.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah, well, you don't
Finish it.
celebrate.
I
Okay.
know we don't, but like.
Yeah. Okay. My relatives send us a card for literally every single holiday, and
Boxing Day.
that is not hyperbole. Like I get so I get the Valentine's Day cards, I get the St. Patrick's Day cards, I get the 4th of July cards, I get the President's Day cards, I get the Veterans Day cards, I get
Thank
literally.
you for your service.
No, I'm serious. That's
Chinese New Year cards.
no, I
New
have not gotten a Chinese New Year
Oh,
card.
you should ask for that next time. You should ask for that.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my fucking
But
Chinese New Year?
They just
You're the
send
dog.
cards. They just send cards
get money,
for
though?
every single holiday.
Thank
yeah,
you
and
for
it's a
your
lot of money.
That's
It's-
pretty awesome.
no,
Why are you complaining?
No,
Yeah.
because like they need the money more than I need the money. Like they do.
You need it for WoW. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what do they need
Yeah.
it for?
Yeah.
That WoW
No, and why are you
subscription.
so broke when everybody's just sending you money
yeah,
every
no,
holiday?
but like It's
What this
just-
is what WoW does to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, but it's just like it's so stupid. Like you don't need to send me all these fucking cards. Like, and I want to say that to them, but like they're old school and they're boomers. So I'm like,
Big
okay, that's
stretch.
just what they celebrate every holiday. It's like whatever.
See,
Okay.
on my dad's side, since I split Christmas, I go to my mom's in the morning. It's like the main people, and at my dad's house, it's literally everybody, like people that I haven't seen in like a year or so since
Yeah.
last Christmas, and all those people are very like hippy dippy, like I believe in spiritual being. I'm gonna give you a beaded necklace for Christmas.
My parents.
Here's this book, or like they're very like educated. They're like, here's this book. It has like mathematical equations in it, Kaylee. You're gonna really like this. And I was like, thank you.
I love those mathematical equations.
Yeah, I love this so much.
Here's
But that was how it was. And
Here's
then I
Isaac
got-
Newton's memoir. Study it.
And
The
my
Communist
stepmother-
Manifesto.
My stepmother was, she was very influential on my Christmas presents. So the year when I was probably 13 years old, all I got was review books, study books at 13 for my classes. That's what I got for Christmas. That's all I got was
Yikes.
school-related things. I got a chalkboard. I got books. Nothing fun.
Nice.
It's only been like the past like 4 years where I've started got like fun things. My dad,
Really?
he has this one exclusive present. My dad has his own present from him to me, and it's very special usually. One year he got me an Xbox when it came out,
That's
the
cool.
Xbox 360. Another year he got me a telescope,
Well, that's actually
like a
pretty
huge, like a big one.
Yeah.
He got me a microscope when I was really into like when I was when I was super into biology.
The noises you make when you use a microscope.
Of course.
The noises they make when you have the bomb.
So the only person who's really good at giving gifts is my dad, because he understands like my age and what I'm wanting.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody's like, "Oh, here's this like scented."
I found this on the internet.
You know,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
It was
like-
on sale.
I hate having to give people gifts.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, I'll make it quick.
I also hate receiving them.
When I was did your parents ever like when you went to like Christmas and stuff? They gave you a gift to give to people.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what
yes.
I
No.
gave? I don't know if your families did this, but my gift to everyone always was pictures of me.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah,
Like your
What?
school picture.
Pictures, yes.
I to this day, even when I was little, I was like, why the hell would anyone just want a like? Oh look, you love me so much. Here's more of me. Hang that there. Like, what the hell? That's the most selfish, self-centered thing ever.
Dude,
I'm gonna do
holy
that when I'm like
crap.
30. I'm just gonna send all my family pictures of me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be-
Oh, I
Yeah.
yeah
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm gonna do when I go on Broadway. So
Well,
dude.
that's acceptable because then
No,
you can sell it for money.
I want to do that to you guys.
That's what we should
It's like,
do.
yeah, there's a
Instead
lot of
of
value.
that's just every
Yeah,
year.
every Christmas,
every
you send pictures
Christmas.
of us.
Yeah, every Christmas we're just gonna send pictures of us
It
to
has
each
to be
other.
a different picture
Yeah,
every
no,
year.
and it's not just. Yeah,
That'll be
no,
my-
it has to be a physical picture that you get a picture frame for,
Yes,
and that
yes.
you
Wait,
give.
we, yeah, well, actually, no. I think it's a good idea. I think we should actually like do this, but then like make a giant poster, put them on a poster. Like every year is like pictures of like so like weird ass pictures. Like it doesn't have to be like a perfect
Really
picture.
unique. No
Yeah.
pornographic things. Make it.
Oh
PG.
no, no, absolutely. I want to see all of you naked. It's up there.
They exclusively have to be naked
I mean,
photos.
I have 3 of those already.
Yeah.
Naked
It's
photos of
it's
you.
of AK, Charlie, and James.
Oh, nice.
You ever think of
Why?
AK naked?
You
Well,
saw
not the
AK
front side,
naked?
but the back side.
Oh my.
That might be.
Took that picture?
That might be worse,
I think it
actually.
was James and Charlie. It was when we went to New York, and we went to the mountains, and they started climbing a
like-
mountain, and I was just like, all right, guys, keep on going. I'm actually gonna vomit because I woke up this morning and I just did not feel good. So I was just sitting at the place, you know, just like I don't know, swimming in the lake or something like that, and and they come back and they're just like, yo, we got some pictures to show you. You missed out. And they show me one picture. It was James like this, like butt naked,
What?
facing out. Then the same thing with AK and Charlie.
That's pretty
And I'm just
bad.
like, what? You
So-
guys,
Why do they
you
think
guys,
that's a good
and
idea?
No,
you see
that-
their clothing just on the side. I'm just like, you guys like fuck each other.
Are
It's
you
like
not-
some
are you not aware,
Brokeback
like, that whole
Mountain
group,
shit.
They just send like penis pictures to each other all the time. Like James, Chris, Mike, all of them.
They already do that to each other.
They do that. Yeah, that's just what they do.
No, I'm
See,
saying that's,
I
the,
did not
that's their
know that.
group.
I
They
did
all
not
just
know
send
that.
penis pictures to one another all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it.
Dave knows. Dave knows.
Yeah, Dave.
They send pictures of just like them straining their cocks, like veins popping out. Like,
Ew.
What?
Change the topic here.
No, you don't- all right,
Are we-
okay.
Are we keeping these names like?
Yeah, who
We
get?
don't
Yeah,
care. We all know.
yeah,
that
who?
they-
Yeah, who gives a
That's
fuck?
true.
Eventually, they're gonna. Some of them are gonna be on the podcast. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'd like to have AK Mike here.
Yeah,
Maybe some more dudes here if they want.
yeah.
So we'll see. I'm out of topics. Let's.
I've got a topic.
Oh,
All right, what's your topic?
Yeah, it reminded me. I thought of it when you said that you were 20, right?
Right.
Like me. Who's 20 here? Is anyone else 20?
Wait, are we the only ones?
In 2 months, I'll be.
Oh,
20.
I'm not
okay.
20. I'm like the youngest one here.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
No,
19.
I'm probably younger than you.
I'll be. I'm.
Oh, you're August?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ew, so I'm the oldest one here right
Yeah.
now. That's kind of gross.
Um,
Coming up on 20 for me is like I feel like really old. Like when
What?
for
You have
me,
to listen to the Teenager song by My Chemical Romance. This is the
Yeah.
last time you're able to jam
Ye-
out to it as a teenager.
like I feel like now that the second decade's coming to a close, it's
I-
like
Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting real old.
I
like,
can tell you 20 feels kind of
bro,
crappy because you're like not a special
Dave,
age anymore. You're
Dave,
not a
if you're
teenager.
feeling like this in 2019, 2029 is gonna be a rough one for you.
well, like I feel like everyone when I think of adults, I think of anyone like
above like
20
40.
No, I think of 20.
No,
I think of
Yeah.
people at least like 20.
no, 30.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
30.
30,
Like
30 is fine.
adult is 30 for me. Adult is 30 and up.
I mean, okay, honestly, like being an adult to me is like having a house, having a job. Maybe you're married. I don't know, but like,
But
I
the
don't
weirdest thing is when like you no longer feel like you're a kid and you can speak to someone at the same level.
yeah.
Like you
Oh,
don't, you don't have,
absolutely.
I feel like
you don't have
Yeah.
that figure anymore. Like when
Turn
like
your
college
mic.
professors or things like that. Sorry.
It's a high school thing because like you're constantly in high school. You're like constantly. Not only are you surrounded by your friends, but you're also surrounded by like a bunch of fucking dipshits that you hate. So like
But
you.
it's fun.
But it's fun.
though,
But
it's
so like
fun.
you sort of get the culture, like because
Yeah.
it sort of just rubs off on you just from being around all these dipshits all the time.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of like not, and like this sounds kind of dumb, but of like not understanding like what the kids are like enjoying.
Bro,
you
you're
know, like-
literally not even 20. What are you talking
What do
about?
the kids like these days?
Yeah.
What are them
The
old
biggest
buckos
culture
like?
shock coming to
Fortnite.
college was not having to raise my hand. Also, not having asked to go to the bathroom.
True.
Just walking out of the class.
Yeah.
Leaving the class whenever you want to. Really.
Yeah.
Just showing up for it, signing in, learning as much as you need to. And if it's an early day, you're like, oh, I don't really need to know the rest of this, and you just leave, and you're
Yeah.
allowed to do that. And that's so weird, especially for the first year of going to college, because
Yeah.
you're your person. You don't have you have like a schedule, but like you're dictating,
Your life, like
Yeah.
at that
especially
point,
like living
Yeah.
there, because
Yeah.
I live on
And
campus.
it's because high school does such a fucking garbage job
Oh,
for
absolutely.
actually trying to get you into the real world.
It's nowhere near what the college curriculum is. Like, I wish senior
Yeah.
year and junior year were specifically oriented towards what I'm going to be doing in college. Like, at least schedule-wise, like having projects that aren't due, like, until 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
So it's not, like, homework every night.
yeah.
And I'm just used to that schedule. I need something that's not on a schedule.
Yeah.
Because in college, you get a syllabus. Like, I wish junior and senior year of high school, I would have gotten a syllabus from each class in the beginning of the year.
We did.
And no, that had a layout of what we're gonna learn, not like of like what the rules are. Like in college, you get
Oh.
a syllabus of like
yeah.
all the dates of everything is due, in like day one.
Well, that's because because it's just taught differently. Like it's just a different it's a different way of teaching because again, they don't see you every day. They only see you.
But in college, they
3
never
days out of
remind
the
you
week
of
or-
anything because you've gotten the syllabus in the beginning of the semester, and they just expect you to remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the reason that like high school is that way and that college is that way is because like in college you're preparing yourself for a career, right? So like there's, at least in my opinion, there's at least a national standard as to how like what do you need to know to become, like an IT technician.
Right.
I think universally the knowledge is there across all universities, but like for algebra, each teacher teaches it differently, and you'd think it'd be the other way around, right? Because it's simpler information to learn, but there's lots of different teaching styles, at least at like a younger level, in my opinion. Like in high school, like you could have so many different ways of learning a subject material, and it's not as standardized, in my opinion. So
But I
What
wish-
you mean math? Like
just like subjects in general, like in high school compared to like what you learn in college.
well, because there's no national standard. That's
Yeah.
why.
I
Like-
just wish in high school that when I was like taught this in an environment where I could mess up, because in high school you can mess up. There's not really a consequence if you get like a low grade. You can easily fix that. In college, if you fuck up, you're done.
But
you-
also
Oh,
GPA doesn't matter nearly as much.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. So
So-
the whole point is you're like, fuck, I failed the class, just got to retake it next semester.
Yeah.
That's always the mindset I've had.
Because
Trust me, I would know.
Because it's all about like the grades don't matter as much as whether or not you understood what you learned, because you're actually learning for a career at this point, like as opposed to like, I mean, yeah, sure, some of the classes are prerequisites and maybe they won't matter
Yeah.
after you've taken them. like just for the class that they lead up to, but a lot of the classes will actually apply to your career, and like you, or at least that's what I'm guessing. Obviously, I don't
Yeah,
have career
well,
experience.
I think the big issue is that a vast majority of people that are going to college don't have that path. They don't have a career path where they're like, all right, once I get out of college, I'm going to do this job. Like some
Yeah.
people have that,
Yeah.
but there's a vast majority of people that do go to college that are going to college just because that's what you do nowadays.
Right.
Unfortunately,
I
you just go to
yeah,
college.
That's-
I think it's pretty normal, like to have that opinion. Like I was talking to like friends of mine, like actually yesterday about this, and they're like, yeah, I don't really know how I feel about my career, and we kind of came to the conclusion that maybe like it's okay to not really know like what you want to do, but
Also, college
know?
is it's very much geared towards people that have parents that have already gone to college.
that's true.
So, like, for me at least, I was going in blind. I had to do everything, every little thing, signing up for it, selecting all my classes, every little
Yeah.
step, financial aid. I had no idea what any of this was. My parents didn't know what it was because they didn't go to college. So, college is very much geared towards people that have parents that have went to college. I was completely stuck, and I'm still very much stuck because I don't have that mindset of like what I'm supposed to do, because
Yeah.
it's really hard to get help, especially on campus. And if you need help, you have to go seek it like hard. You have to go sign up. You have to set a schedule. Sometimes that's not going to fit with your schedule. You have to meet with multiple different counselors to get one answer that you want. And
Yeah.
it's incredibly
Yeah,
difficult.
I know that feeling.
So you have a counselor. For my major, I have 2 administrators, and then I have a counselor to help me with like grades and stuff, and then like a coach to help me with the grades.
I mean that's not to like make your situation sound great, but like I only have one counselor, and there's a general counsel. So like all they do is they look at the syllabus.
No, I'm
for-
saying I wish I had that because it's very confusing having
Well,
like 3 different people or
but-
4 different people I have to go to in order to make a decision.
Also, like my counselor has no idea like really what they're doing because because
This person is a moron.
like they're great, but all they do is look at the schedule that I've been looking at for months and say, "Oh, you're on the right path." But like I'm like, yeah, I know I'm on the right path, but what if I want to what if I want to do this in addition to this? I'm like, oh, talk to this person. I'm like, oh, thanks, thanks for the help.
It's just positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
They're like, you're doing great in there, Joe. Keep it up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that, but I guess like honestly, I kind of wish I had that because like I mean I guess I do like if I wanted to, there are like plenty of people that I could go to, and I have like that know the information that I'm looking for.
Rowan's just such a huge school that they need so many different people because we have so many different majors, and like the campus
I
is gigantic.
Well,
I had one counselor for my major in Rutgers, and he wouldn't respond to emails.
Well, yeah, a
Nice.
lot of professors and stuff don't respond to emails either. Like you have to go during their office hours.
Yeah,
in
you
order
do.
to talk to anybody.
Yeah, that's
I guess
Speak-
Penn State's just different because like we like all my professors like pretty much respond like pretty much pretty.
well. Yeah, you know what the problem is because you're all taking classes in Jersey, and in Jersey, no one gives a fuck about anyone. Like, okay, this is a topic that I actually want to talk about. Okay, I want to bring this up.
Jersey.
No, I wanna bring
Jersey
this up.
people.
Yeah, no,
Jersey
Jersey
people.
people
We gotta get out of
fucking
Jersey.
suck. No, like they
The one thing you
fucking
do in Jersey, open
suck.
a door.
Jersey people
That's it.
fucking suck, and I can
agree with that.
no, but like so here's how I can explain it to you. Like my parents, because my brother Cole, he is always going to baseball tournaments all over the country. So my
Oh,
parents
man.
usually go.
Big athlete.
Yeah, big athlete. He's going
Big
to.
athlete.
Yeah, did I tell you, Joe, that he's going to NJIT like for almost
Really?
for like a pretty
aren't-
good scholarship.
Aren't they like good in baseball? In
Yeah,
college
they're
or whatever?
very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
they're always tweeting about him.
Yeah, I know.
He also
So
went to the football games.
yeah, oh yeah. But anyway, I hate you so much. Just throw. Okay, whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, wait, what was I talking about?
Your little brother.
How New Jersey people
World
suck.
of
Oh yeah, New
Warcraft.
Jersey people fucking suck.
Talk about World of Warcraft.
So
Oh, I'm bleeding.
my mom says this to me all the time because everyone like my dad is unfortunately one of those people that never left Medford. He was here from the beginning. He
Yikes,
grew up.
dude.
Yeah,
The bubble.
he
The
grew.
bubble.
Yeah.
That's the mentality of Jersey, though. You're in Jersey. You're born in
Yeah,
Jersey. You're stuck
Like
in
you're.
Jersey.
No, I'm not doing it
I
now.
was
Nope.
born in Jersey.
Yeah.
So you can leave.
Yeah. You. No.
You're
No.
able
I.
to-
I'm
Are you
not.
I can't
leaving.
leave? Are you
No,
saying-
you're not allowed to
Oh,
leave. You're stuck
no.
here.
Joe,
No!
I'll get you out.
I'm making it like my life goal to get out of here. Like I fucking hate New
Yeah, I'm
Jersey
probably gonna move
so
to, like,
much.
Maryland or something.
Maryland's nice.
I
I'm,
want to go to DC. I think that'd be really. Nice.
I'm going to
I
Washington
don't want to
State.
be. I want to
I'm-
be in
I'm-
DC though.
I'm either
No,
going to
outside,
Washington
yeah.
State, Portland, Oregon, like somewhere on the upper upper northwest coast.
Or I want to go to
That's
the
where I
West
want
Coast
to
So
be.
you can
Canada.
get bombed by North Korea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool.
But no, so my mom, she's from West Virginia originally. That's where, and yeah, no, that's no. See, here's the thing.
Every
Rocky
time, every
Mama.
time he says that, I say that.
No, and see, so like I told my mom that like, cause that song was just playing like randomly in our house one day, and she was like, oh no, she's like, this is our like national anthem, like this is like a real thing
Yeah.
that like West Virginia people actually sing. They're very proud of the fact that they're like of this song and the fact they're from West Virginia. And I had to like sort of sit down and explain to her that like the internet has just fucked that song so badly that like every time I hear that song, the only thing I can think of is just like if it's like bass boosted or if it's like the one that I think is the one from Internet Historians when he was like almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue
So-
Ridge Mountain, like that version
I saw
of
this
it.
post a while ago. There was like if all the 50 states in the U.S. they all were separated and not physically, but like they each like a war. Okay, there was a war,
Emotionally.
like a free for all war against each state against each other,
Okay.
And-
California would win.
and they each their main weapon
Am I wrong?
or their main like feature or the main of that state is like how they would have an advantage over the battle. And I saw the one in New Jersey, and it's just like all the tanks rolling in would just get stuck in all the fucking potholes at New Jersey, and they wouldn't know how to get to us because all the jug handles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
There's so many
So
diners.
what,
so many
what I'm
diners.
trying to what I'm trying to get at.
Damn.
I like the potholes. Like there's so many fucking potholes.
So what I'm trying to get at
I
here
put in the
is that
crap
like when my mom goes to like with my brother to like all these places around the country,
Mhm.
like especially they go to Georgia a lot because apparently a lot of baseball happens in Georgia.
Mhm.
And my mom, she's just like every time I go over there, everyone is like so nice. They're no like,
yes.
and
Yeah.
it's to us, it's like. It's scary
It is
almost
scary.
because like we're in the mentality that if someone is like that, they're like trying to con you.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get something out of you.
Yeah.
And so like these people are legitimately like, "Hi, how are you? How was your day? Oh, that's great." Like they're and they actually
And they
mean
actually
it.
mean it, yeah.
Yeah, they mean it. And like
like if you go west of Harrisburg, you'll find that like everywhere east, like everyone's like just so paranoid. of
that's just
everyone else.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
such a crazy
It's
like
such
culture,
a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you're just
Huh?
like, oh my god, what are you doing right now? Please don't
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
like,
do
like
that.
people actually come up to you and just like talk to you,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
as
yeah.
as a person. Like if I was like out shopping and someone just like said something to me, I would be like, wait. I'd do a double take. I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Who are you? What do you want from me?"
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to do my fucking
Phone
shopping.
number,
like,
address. Where do you
like, yeah, like that's why I want to fucking get away from Jersey because Jersey has like molded me into this person of like, just like keep your head down. You're like,
Yeah.
keep your head down and just you got to do what you
Don't
got to
look
do.
at people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't make eye contact with other
Yes.
people. God forbid you
Yeah.
fucking make eye contact with somebody else.
Because then that person's just like, those people are staring at me. Why are you staring
Yeah.
at me? Oh yeah, it's so awkward. Like another a topic that I want to bring up is when you're sitting in a restaurant, but the tables are really close to each other,
Oh,
and like since you
yeah.
have since you're a kid with ADHD, you're trying not to look at them or like look around because it looks like you're staring at
I've
someone.
had this so
And
much.
it's just like,
Oh
what
my
do I
God.
do? What do I do? And you're
Yeah.
just like, well, we went to Rayaki.
Yeah.
And we asked for
Great food, by the
two
way.
people. Yeah, no, they're great. How many? Two people, right? And there's seats in the middle. There was definitely seats in the middle, but she's like right here, and it's like right this table two squeezed in between another couple and a group of 6.
That's weird.
And we were like this close, like our table like this close. The other person is like this close to me.
I mean, I felt bad
Wow.
for
Like, I
you
could,
though because you were next to like a very larger
Yeah.
lady, so like
I-
there wasn't
I
much
couldn't-
room.
So we were just we're like she's across the table. We're just like looking at each other, just like
You're like,
we can't move. We can't move our eyes in direction other
Yeah.
than right in front of us. 'cause
Yeah.
we're
Even if
Yeah.
Even if I tried
How's
to
your
look out
food?
the window,
how's your
it
food?
was really good.
How's your food?
Oh fuck, sorry. So I didn't mean to look you. How's your like,
right.
you know?
I mean, that's what it is though. Like
Yeah.
that's the culture, and it fucking sucks.
Even like trying to look out the window, it looked like I was staring at like the person that was next to us. I'm like, I don't know what to look at. I can't look
Yeah.
at anything.
And like the thing that like results from this culture is like shit like the Mefford 08055 Facebook page. And it's
Yeah.
like, absolutely awful. I
Wait,
hate that
what is
so
this?
much.
So the Medford, the 08055 is like we're not gonna bleep the 08055 out because it's our
All right, well,
area.
keep fucking stop saying it then.
08055. Okay.
Okay, dude, what the fuck?
Okay,
You're just making more work
it's-
for
Wait,
me.
it's
do we
our-
live in Medford?
it's our
Medford, Ohio. Sorry, Medford, Ohio.
yeah. So it's the area that we're in, and they have a
Washington-
Facebook page, and
There's one in
basically
Oregon, too.
Oh,
it's
really?
just
Yeah.
anyone. It's made up of basically your typical middle-aged moms, right? That's most of them.
Yeah.
The Karens.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Exactly.
They're literally
The-
all
yeah.
Karens.
The
And
Karens.
they just post like random. It's like a subreddit, but it's like they just post random bullshit. I saw deer in my backyard eating my sassafras plant. Shit like that. Watch out.
Or,
Keep
or-
on the
or-
lookout for
yeah,
deer.
or it's like I saw someone speeding on Tuckerton.
Yeah,
They-
no,
they,
seriously,
were-
that
they
is
were going
nothing.
30 and a 25. What should I do?
My kids,
get
I'm
a
afraid of
life,
my
woman,
kids.
like-
Slay them.
Shit like that. And then,
Slay
and
them.
then it'll be like, I'm selling these pots on fucking like they have a market.
Wait, can you guys show me this? I would love to
It's
see how
so good.
terrible.
It's so oh,
this
and then
is.
so okay. One of the biggest issues that arose on that Facebook page was so there's this tiny like little like patch of trees behind the elementary school that I went to,
Okay.
and there's like this developer that wants to cut them down and make housing, which would help like the other houses in the area like
Mhm.
gain value, and like you can be against cutting down trees, like that's fine, I understand that argument. But everyone in the Medford 08055 Facebook page was like, no, we had memories there when we went there after school and like got drunk, and that was their reason for not wanting to cut
Excuse
down the
me?
trees.
That's fucking
That's
That's
funny.
a great example.
And so they went to like the Colony Club and got some sort of petition, and so it never happened. And it was like based off of that reason. I was like, this town is so messed up. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like,
no, this town is fucked.
Yeah.
I hate where we live. I fucking hate where we
No,
live.
okay.
was
I
in-
like where we live. It's just the
I
people kind
don't.
of suck.
I was
No.
incredibly fortunate where I grew up. I grew up on the Mullica River, like right on the river. So my summers were spent swimming. Oh, excuse me? Was that a yelp?
That's a doggo.
Someone stepped on his tail.
Someone stepped on his tail.
Young Ritter.
Yo, young Ritter.
So I just grew up swimming in a river during each summer and being able to take out a boat to Atlantic City,
Yeah.
take the jet
That's
skis to
cool.
like different places.
Yeah.
I was like 8 years old riding a jet ski because we have no patrol in our little river.
Yeah.
And I would take it to the clam house that's like a mile down
That's
the river.
sick.
And they'd be like, oh, it's Kaylee. Because my dad
Yeah.
did a whole bunch of work for them. And they used to watch me when I was a baby.
That's cool.
And they'd be like, oh, here's some sodas. And they were like all natural sugarcane sodas. And they
Hey,
just give them to me for
Those
free.
taste the best too. Those
It
are
was
great.
so good.
You know, I learned the other day that's how restaurants make like most of their money is on
Soda?
soda.
Yeah.
Like I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, but like once you think about it, it makes a lot of sense.
It does. Yeah. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like every time you refill, they'll just like charge you.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's that soda is so fucking cheap.
Oh,
Like when
yeah.
you buy it in bulk, it's fucking dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So here's I'm going off of our page, right? The
Oh,
random
man.
bullshit.
I can't
Stuff like
wait.
this. Parents of young ladies, 21, in Medford. Wednesday night around 12 a.m. at Otts, Medford. Oh, sorry, I'm going to put that out. A very intoxicated young girl approached my son in the parking lot and tried to get into his vehicle and asked if he was her Uber. When he replied he was not, she insisted it was okay. He could just give her a ride home because she just lived in Medford. He said no and asked her why would you be willing to get in a car with a man you don't know. She just kept insisting that is it was all right because it wasn't that far. If you are the parent of a young girl, please sit down with them and warn them the danger of being that intoxicated and being that willing to take a ride with a stranger that could have resulted in her falling into the hands of a man that might have been willing to do harm and take advantage of the situation. And there was
Wow.
and the result, her never making it home. I would also advise your sons not to offer rides to someone this intoxicated.
Jesus
This literally sounds like when
dude.
people read off like the r/ like blank blank blank. It
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
exactly
Dude,
like that.
Like, you know, I would have responded. I've been like, actually, I will tell my daughter to get very intoxicated. Thank you very much. like, just to peeve them, you know? Like, I don't know. These
I will
people
be
are-
doing the opposite.
Yeah, what is that?
I will be doing the opposite
that?
of
Cookies.
this.
Give me cookies.
Chris's mom.
Of course. She seems very
Dude,
like
she's.
interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, wow, that looks
What's in
good.
that?
I'm gonna have to devour
Oh,
that.
homemade cupcakes.
Frog legs.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
There's a lot of this on here.
Yeah, it's just like
Most of his people selling random naps.
it's all.
Yeah.
Really bad memes.
Oh
And
god.
The worst
Facebook
is when it gets
memes.
political though, because like the responses are literal essays long, like
Oh
actual
yeah,
essay
no,
long, like
dude,
responses.
yeah. Like I remember reading like shit like that on Reddit, like people having comment section wars on politics that are like just pages and
Yep.
pages and pages of these arguments.
Yep. It's
Like-
ridiculous, dude.
That's crazy to me that like people like I've seen ones where like
Speaking of,
Oh.
I just found one that says impeach Andy Kim. Capital.
hey, you should see some replies to that.
3 comments.
Yep, uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I believe it, dude. I
I
believe
always
it.
liked him.
Dude, some
Yeah, give me some long ones.
He's a moron. Yep, here it is. Here it is. I really wish Americans would read the Constitution. Impeachment is for executive and judicial officials. To have a congressman removed, it requires the House to vote him out.
Yep,
From
uh-huh.
Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution, 5.2 each House may determine the rules of its proceedings,
Oh
punish
my
its members for disorderly behavior. What the hell?
Half these people copy and pasted that
Fucking
off of the internet. They're like,
fucking
this sounds about
keyboard
right.
warriors.
Or it's just like I like when people feel so entitled that
It's like,
Yeah, it's just pages and
Yep.
pages and
Yep.
pages.
I love when moms especially feel so entitled of something, and even if they're wrong, they're right, no matter
Yeah.
what.
I actually like this meme that was posted. It says, please ask for dolphin-free cranberries this Thanksgiving. Every year, at least 12,000 cranberry bog dolphins are scooped to net and canned. Make this year different. That's
Yeah.
actually a really good meme on the
Yeah, no, that's one of those
That's like a surreal.
no, what it is no it's Jack's Films did he's done Jackass or sorry not Jackass Jack or no what does he call it Yies, that's it. He's done Yies before where he has people make those type of Facebook posts that are like so absurd but like they're still believable though.
Where it's like there's mold in it about the blue
no
cheese.
no it was the one that was like
chocolate.
well, no, it was
Don't worry
like it was like some people believe that the moon isn't real and that it is instead like a hologram. We call these people moon truthers. And like
Call these people
and then so he'll have his what he'll do is he'll have all of his followers make these memes and then he'll have them post them to these Facebook groups to try to bait replies out from fucking dumbass old people, and it works like very consistently. Like it's very funny what you can get. Like there was one that oh my god, there was one that was like it was like Ghostbusters doing another reboot with an all-male cast, and it was like the headline was like it was like after trying to blah blah blah, it looks like the writers of Ghostbusters are going back to the drawboard on this one. And like there was some dude in the comments section of it that was like, oh my god, I can't believe that these misogynist pigs would like
So we're eating cupcakes, and I just found a huge ass hair clumped with everything.
It's not mine. It's not my mom's.
It's the dog's, is it? Or what is it?
That is a blessing.
That has to be yours. There's no possible way that could be
Do
any
you
of that.
see this?
That
It's
is-
been in
that
that
is
box since my
No,
mom
there
made
there
them.
is chocolate on those.
It's just.
Maybe
bruh.
that might be Bucky hair.
It's just not.
Whatever, you know.
I think it's dust from the
it's
table,
fiber. It's good
honestly.
fiber. Good fiber.
Good fiber.
Little
Eat
hair
it.
never hurt nobody.
it's true.
Fur, I mean.
Yeah, a little furred in.
So on the subject that you're talking about, except like the reverse. So there are these like
more.
priests that come to our school and spout like really radical things like about like Christianity and stuff to like us, liberal college students, and like to try to like peeve us out and like fight
There's
them,
some
and so that
eyelashes.
they like can like make a lawsuit happen, and then like they get money.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
there's this
It's
one
only
guy
yours.
that I don't think that he's trying to do that because he's been here for
Yeah, sure.
years. And he's called the Willard Preacher because he sits outside of Willard Building, and he every single day, like at like approximately 1 p.m., talks about how girls will get drunk off of Bud Light, and how he'll criticize like college boys for essentially hiring a prostitute for $1 because like getting a girl drunk off of Bud Light is like hiring a prostitute for $1, and how like that's so low life. And then he goes into like Christianity, but it's like every day at 1 p.m. It's like the same line, and it's so great.
I
But like
found something.
they spout like crazy things like, if you think teen girls should be able to have sex, well, you're wrong because they should never have sex. Or like it's just like some like ridiculous shit like that, like it's I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
So, I don't mean to interrupt, but I've had another. I'm just scrolling through this thing. If you're looking for pumpkin pies at Costco, you're beat. She took them all, and it's a picture of the pumpkin pie display empty, and a lady with like a like a hand truck, but it's like a flatbed.
Yeah. Oh.
Full of the pies. She took them all.
First of all, let's do the math for that because the pumpkin pies cost $5.99.
Yeah.
You gotta count them. You gotta count out how much that is.
Can you send that post to me, dude? That's so
That's pretty fucking funny.
Our Facebook page might be a good a meme source.
Might be a gold
You're out
mine.
of luck. She took them all.
Can you please do the math for that?
Everyone.
Oh, I got poop on my fingers. You want some poop?
It's at an odd angle.
Dude, like, fucking, like,
Right.
weird. No, now you got me thinking. Okay, so like,
Oh no.
yeah, there's a like. Now that I think about it, like, I've heard a lot of like really weird, like Christian, like radicalism in my life. I think it's because like the church that we used to go to was like, I don't even remember the name of
Dude,
it.
the icing is so good.
It's a weird fucking
Yeah.
church. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but
Oh, I know
The church, man, they're freaking weird.
they are kind of weird. You heard about like I mean this isn't Christianity. This is more like well, no, it's more like evolution. Evolution based, but like the it's called the stoned ape theory.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know
Here we
Dave's heard
go.
about it. I know Dave's heard about it.
Here we go with the stoned apes.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't believe. Well, I don't know. It's I mean it's well because okay, so the whole point of what they're trying to prove is the idea of there was a certain time period within human evolution where in a very short amount of years when at least when it comes to evolution, the size of the human brain doubled. And that's like never happened in all of evolution. That there has never been a species where in this
How do you
short
prove
amount
that?
of time, the brain size doubled. Because you can look at the fossil records and like how big their skulls are.
Look at the pictures.
Just look at the fossil
Look
records.
at the receipts.
The numbers, Mason.
Shit.
You got something good?
Is anyone else unable to access ABC on Hulu?
What the fuck? Yeah, dude, I can't.
Yes.
Yeah, my ABC on Hulu is down.
Oh, people are trying to look at the Thanksgiving parade. That's why. That makes a
Yeah.
little more sense.
Yes. But anyway, so this did definitively happen. Like this is not woo woo. Like this did happen in a very short amount of time. The size of the human brain doubled, and scientists. It's like one of the greatest myths of human evolution. And so people have tried to figure out theories of because that's the only thing you can only make theories. Like you can't really definitively prove like yes this is what happened in the past.
That's kind of
Because-
what religion is.
Well, it's a little different because they have records of people
Well,
saying
yeah,
things, but of
yeah.
course those records could just be. I mean, there's
I mean, I don't mean like about. I don't mean about the origins of the religion. I mean like about the religion explaining like how Earth came and stuff like that.
right. Yeah.
Earth came everywhere.
Well, yeah, it sure did.
Okay.
But so one of the fucking theories that people have for this happening is what's called the stoned ape theory, where people believe that because of most humans were in that continent of like North Africa, that's just where most humans lived. Well, in that area, there's been lots and lots of mushrooms that were found, and people believe that they ingested a lot of these mushrooms and would have very intense psychedelic experiences, and they would do it constantly because this was their food source. Like, this is what they would eat.
They only ate mushrooms.
Well, no, not they only ate mushrooms, but it was like they were hunter gatherer societies. Like they were just they were hunter gatherers. They would just fucking eat whatever was on that was on the ground.
Yeah.
That like they could be eaten.
They eat the
I mean, it's
poo-poo.
just a theory that people have that like that's the reason why like the human brain size doubled. But like where I have questions is like that like sounds cool, but like it's the genetic part where you lose me. Like, how can that like physically happen like through generations? Like, how can something like that get into the DNA of a generation? You know what I mean?
I mean that's like any like genetic like modification though. Like you could argue that about any like becoming resistive to certain diseases and stuff like that, or because like like I don't know. I can't answer your question because that's not. I haven't.
You don't have a degree in this.
Yeah, I don't have a degree.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just a theory.
I took freshman year honors biology, but
Yeah.
Whoa,
big band.
Honors.
I mean that's
Honors.
bigger.
Honors.
That's better than anything.
Not even AP.
Not even AP.
no, I did take AP.
Oh,
Oh!
Never mind putting me into my place.
I thought you were talking about honors biology in college. I'm like, you're stupid.
No.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself
No.
anyway?
No.
I have a story.
Speaking of psychedelic mushrooms, how much poop do you think you could eat before you die?
What?
like in
That
one
is
sitting.
What?
the subject of
I mean,
psychedelics.
Yeah, because don't they grow on poop? Don't like
They do.
Yeah,
They
so
do.
There you go. It
So how
does
much
really.
poop do you think you could consume before
Like
you die?
One
in
metric ton.
in one sitting.
You can
Yes.
probably consume as much as your stomach will allow. I don't really.
Does
Yeah.
Probably tastes pretty
shit have
gross.
Things, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it has
Can you,
like
like-
E. coli
It's just,
and stuff.
it's
from
everything
your
that's
gut.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
So
waste.
yeah.
yeah. So like
You probably get really sick. I don't know if
You-
you'll die.
yeah, you would have to eat a lot to die though, because like your body. So because like your body would physically reject it. Like it couldn't like because it's waste. Like what would happen is like if you weren't disgusted by it and you actually managed to get a chunk of it down.
Oh god,
like,
that
no-
makes me think of
what-
like little kids like going up to the cat litter box and just like eating the litter, the
What?
poop that's in
Yeah.
the
What the
litter box.
Yeah.
That was me.
It's so nasty. I've witnessed it. Just eat a chunk of cat poop. Just like take a bite out of it like
All
an
right, okay,
apple.
that's all
It's
right.
so
That's
bad.
It's like a
fucking
nice
You
Twix
know-
bar.
That's fucking
It's nice and
rancid.
crunchy on the outside.
Oh yes,
Well,
Alright.
a nice gooey warm inside.
Okay. But anyway.
you got some bentonite
Wait,
clay.
wait,
wait.
You got some
I
bentonite
hate this
clay
so
to help
much.
you digest.
What
you
if
know,
what if you're like bunnies? Like they poop and then
they
like
eat it.
they have enough. There's enough like nutritional content in that poop that they eat it again. You know what I'm saying? What if we were like bunnies, where like our poop had enough nutritional
Dave,
content?
I will let you try
Yeah,
that
we
out
probably
first.
wouldn't have toilets.
Yes, we would.
No.
But then the poop that we ate would not.
So you
be
can only consume the
nutritional.
poop once.
Well, wait. Well, how do you know what stage of poop you're at? Because like,
Well,
You
you
keep a
would
record.
know.
what do
You
you?
just know.
Yeah, you just know.
Well, like
Wait,
if you
what if it's like diarrhea? Would you go like,
Ew, you just cup
Nice
your hand
smoothie.
underneath.
yeah?
Ew.
smoothie.
It might just be a drink.
Fucking
A
smoothie.
nice little.
Ew,
nice little
it's so
warm
nasty.
drink.
Wait,
Hot
podcast
chocolate.
always goes
dude,
back to
have
poop.
you? Wait, you know what this reminds me of? It's that
Poo-poo.
fucking podcast clip
Pee-pee.
of I think the guy was trolling. I don't think it was serious, but like it was this fucking
Yo, we're in the same brand. dude.
massive. Yo, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
It was this massive black dude that was like super ripped, and he was on this podcast. It was like a black woman's podcast, and he was like, "Wait, so are you telling me that you don't grab the shit, like you don't hold a hand underneath your ass when you take a shit to grab the poop?" And this woman is horrified. She's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, what? So you telling me y'all don't do this? And he's like, and she's like, well, what if it's diarrhea? And he's like, well, then you just got yourself a better tasty snack.
Oh my god. Wait.
Dude, no, but like it was really funny because this dude was just fucking massive. It's just like this guy was like tensing at this little desk like microphone thing, talking about how he shits in his hand. Like it was very fucking funny to watch.
Oh god.
Yeah, the woman was so horrified by it, but
Have
was-
you ever pooped in the bathtub as a kid?
No.
By
I
accident?
peed.
oh, I peed in the bathtub, dude. I still pee in my bath.
What?
I
What?
don't think I've ever done it because the toilet is right there. I just get out and then do it.
That's a
Do what I
Yeah.
have to
that's an
do.
experiment.
You would just
Get
ground pound
like,
the drain.
fill
You
the
take a nice
bathtub
poop
up.
after you peed in the
The
shower.
water stomp.
You just
Yeah, feel like y'all ever
You will
like
go down
get
the
in.
drain.
You ever get into the bath while it's still filling and then let it rise all the way up and then right when it gets to full, that's when you pee? No,
No.
you
No,
don't
no,
do
no.
that.
You ever
No.
you ever take a dump on the floor and then open the doors? It just drags the poop around the floor and smears it.
What?
yes all the time, every day.
What?
That's how I mark my territory at my door.
me.
What if I told you that I have done that before?
I would believe it.
Did you, Dave?
Yeah.
Like on purpose?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how did you
Wait.
accidentally poop on the floor?
I accidentally pooped on the floor.
How?
How old were you?
That was like elementary school.
This
Oh,
was like
okay.
last week.
Yeah, this was last week.
Yesterday.
I just wanted to see how long I can make that smear.
Yeah, Jared, this was actually at your house like 20 minutes ago.
Did you not see it?
Wait a minute.
I just did that.
Weren't you wondering why he was up there for so long?
Oh shit.
So you wonder why the dog was screaming because like it ate your poop and was dying.
Yeah,
dude,
he was like.
Buggy no. So I actually have a. We remember when we went to that Walmart? Or when I actually took us to that.
I love Walmart.
Oh,
Dude, thinking of the name Walmart, it's just a mart that has walls in it. That's it.
Just get ready
I
for
actually- I went-
Hunter to be racist
Dude,
real quick.
I went to a Walmart actually for the first time in probably like 10 years
Wow,
yesterday.
really?
Yeah, I like have never been to Walmart.
Wow.
So we had to stop at. Oh yeah, you wanted to get like something like makeup wise, right? And it was before Thanksgiving, and I was like, all right, I'll drive us to Walmart. And I selected on my phone what I thought was the Walmart that was close. It was late, so it had to be a 24/7 Walmart, which there are many of those. And it was not. It was the wrong one.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
And we showed up, and this Walmart is massive, like a mega Walmart. And
Where is it?
I don't know. It was near like Camden or Trenton, right? We walked in.
Trenton.
So we're walking in, right? And already we know something's up. People are going in people are like coming out the entrance, going in the exit or some shit. There's people out there outside smoking and shit. We get in. It looks like it's fucking Black Friday. There is lines out the ass. The self-checkout is closed. There is lines coiling. And everyone, we were the minority. That's what you said. You said, we are the minority. Because, like, everyone was black. There's white people there, but, like, it was like, ooh,
That's
white
not racist.
person.
It's just an observation.
It
Just
was. It's an observation.
No, 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 no.
It was
Not
like,
being
I
racist.
saw, yeah, if I saw like a white person, I'd be like, "Oh, another one of those," you know?
Okay.
That's not racist. That's not racist. It's an observation.
Can we say that? Are we allowed to say that?
Hunter's already been racist twice now on the
Thank
podcast.
you.
Yeah.
Remember when you're talking about your Black Friday? the Indian man.
That's not. Nope. That's
Oh,
Very racist because you said you
racist.
couldn't understand him.
Yeah,
that's just his
that's-
culture, Hunter. That's
yeah,
how he
That's his
speaks.
culture.
when
Hunter
You
did not
need to
take the
co-
time
you,
to understand
As
him.
the employee,
I can't believe.
listen to me. As the employee in this situation,
at the
you are not in the right. The customer is in the right.
That's-
So you are the one that has to conform
All
to
right, guys.
his needs.
We'll put a poll right here, right where I'm pointing, and
Right
and,
there.
and if Hunter's racist, just let us know. But it'll be right here. Okay.
I'm not gonna edit that in.
Yes,
Oh,
you
come
are.
on, man.
it just says words. I'm not editing that in.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be me saying
You
I
can
won't.
literally have it.
Fuck you,
don't
Joe.
even need to edit it. I think you can just go into the YouTube app and you can put a poll. Like they have things where you can put it in the top right corner, like, and you press
That's
it, and
true.
there's a poll.
That's true.
I like
Hmm.
how our
It's even like
editor
an
is our
editor.
host.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll check it out then.
So
you
wait,
fucking
so
fag.
it'll be like. Oh wait, it'll be like right.
A little further.
Yeah,
up,
up the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
like
there.
like right
Yeah,
there.
but it could be in the other corner though.
Alright,
No, it's usually in the top
No,
right.
it's usually in the right corner.
Is it?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's the other
Yeah,
side.
I guess it usually is in the right corner. It could be in that corner as well.
That corner. Right
Yeah,
Right-
right
right
there.
there.
Right there,
That's
or,
the one.
or right up here.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
right up
Something's
here.
way
could be in the bottom left corner
Is
though.
Hunter
It could be in the
racist?
bottom left
Is
corner.
Hunter racist? Let's put it to a poll, fellas.
Let's make that a game show.
Is
Is
he
Hunter
racist?
racist?
It's been a really.
What was it? Was it Google or Hunter? The black should have been.
Oh,
What was
okay.
that?
Whoa!
What were you gonna say?
What were
We didn't
that?
hear
Wait,
about
you gotta
that.
finish the sentence.
Blacks are amazing.
Everyone's amazing.
Look at my African American friend over here. Look at him.
Dude, people are awesome. I don't care what color you are.
Dude.
I don't care what you stand for, unless you're a commie.
You ever see that? You ever see
Just
that?
kidding.
Owen,
Just kidding.
Owen
I'll
knows.
kiss you.
What?
You see that one Joe Rogan clip about the mainland Chinese?
What do you mean?
How they just shit wherever they want.
Oh yeah. I have seen that clip, dude. It's
Yeah?
fucking like because
Yeah?
they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah?
They just don't.
So if you don't watch Joe Rogan, which I don't really, I just kinda watch
Literally,
the clips.
you should be watching Joe Rogan. Everyone, if you haven't watched at least 100 episodes of the Joe Rogan
Joe
Experience,
Rogan's only good because he has good guests.
you don't like Joe Rogan like himself?
I mean, it's all right.
What, you don't like? Are you telling me that you don't like the fact that every podcast he just wants to talk about hunting and monkeys and DMT and
MMA.
and MMA fighting?
yeah.
Are you telling me you don't like that
If
podcast?
you like those things, you like that podcast. But he's good because he has awesome guests on.
Another
he has
joke, Murph?
The best.
Yeah, he's a comedian as well. What are you saying? He's not funny?
Oh,
You saying
yeah.
he's not a funny
It's not
guy?
Fear Factor.
I
He
don't know
was
why I
on
thought
Fear
about-
Factor.
Why
Another
did
Dude,
joke.
But
Right.
anyway, it's not about the Joe Rogan podcast. It's
Yes,
about
this is about
how
Joe Rogan.
It's about how they're talking about the worst tourists ever in the world are
Oh,
mainland,
yeah.
mainland Chinese.
Mhm,
Because
yeah,
some of them, they don't know what bathrooms, like, they just shit wherever they want.
Okay, wait. Actually, I can break off of the story. So, as
So,
apparently,
we're in the middle of a podcast.
apparently on the
we're doing a podcast. Fuck off.
apparently on the third floor of my dorm building, there's some person that I don't know where they're from, but they thought that. So let's just imagine that that this is like the toilet seat.
Yeah.
They think that they should poop like this. And so it gets all over the seat, and apparently there was like a reported like sighting of poop on the ceiling. So so it had to be like clean. Apparently it smelled terrible.
Sounds like you guys are being racist towards
It's pro-
Chinese people.
no, it was probably a foreign exchange student that didn't know that that's how he had to
I
shit.
don't know where they're from. It was just like someone that did that. So
That's like that one person who was tripping out of their mind at Shawnee and took a shit in their hand and smeared it all over the wall.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
We had someone in this was 5th grade. Some guy so it was only the boys' bathroom, and the teachers wouldn't tell us what was happening. We lived in this we
lived in the school.
yeah, we lived in the school underneath the school. No,
The school's regime.
we had taken classes in this place called the Antics when we were in 5th grade.
President Campbell.
So it was like this little square building. but there was some boy that had jizzed all over the bathroom and smeared it all over the mirrors.
That happens.
And the boys had to
That-
clean it up. Not even they knew who the person was, but all the boys had to clean it up. So
What?
all the boys had to touch that person's.
That sounds like
They gave them gloves. They gave them rubber gloves to like clean up this
that
guy's
sounds like there'd be a
jizz.
serious legal problem there.
Yeah.
Making your kids clean up someone else's jizz, like
Yeah,
that's
man.
a
It's not like a
fucking-
biohazard.
That's like that is a biohazard.
Like-
You keep making a bunch of elementary schools clean up this
Yeah, dude,
biohazard.
Those people get fucking AIDS from that, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't wear gloves and they have a cut. That's a fucking STD. If
That's
they have
an
one.
yep, that's an STD right there. Have we actually? Well, I mean, it is like 9 o'clock. Like, I wouldn't mind.
I
I
say
don't-
we wrap
oh
it
wait,
up.
the mics weren't on.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
happened.
Yeah,
Huh.
that has. Yeah, oh, it happened. All right, yeah. I mean, that's. I mean, honestly, I kind of just want to go home and play World of Warcraft. I don't know. Well, I
think
mean-
we should end it here.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't really care. I
I
just been-
care.
You care? All right. What do you want then, Dave? You have a topic in hand?
Yeah,
Get as
I'm
much
very,
Joe as we can. You know?
I'm very disappointed that I can't grow facial hair.
Yeah.
I've been,
I'm also
I-
disappointed.
yeah, no.
It
I
sucks.
have been not shaving for the whole November, and
Really?
yeah,
That's what it looks
Wow.
like.
yeah. It's really sad. I wish I could grow.
I
beard.
mean, I kind of feel that, but I haven't really tried because I don't like facial hair.
Yeah,
I
I,
just,
would
like-
have to agree, Joe.
You have like a full beard, Jared.
Facial hair is really annoying.
It
Like,
is.
it's very,
it's
very
it
pretty
is.
annoying.
Well, actually,
obnoxious.
yeah. Once I got it like a little bit, like there was some decent hairage going on.
Hairage.
Hairage.
Furage.
Furage. Like I found it hard to sleep because I would sleep face down and my hair would like
They
kinda
would get
push
caught.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Dave, that's one of the reasons why I think it's wild that you can sleep like on your belly because like
This
Yeah,
guy
I
sleeps on his back.
I can only sleep on my back, and I'm
I
serious.
can
Like,
sleep in any position.
No,
Well,
I sleep on my side. I like it's comfortable for me to
Yeah, I'm a
be on
side
my
guy.
belly, but I can't fall asleep on my belly.
I do
So-
belly, back, and side. Doesn't matter
That-
for me.
Back
My
is
neck.
impossible.
My
that's
back.
crazy.
Back, I will not fall asleep on my back. I can fall asleep on my side, and I can fall asleep on my stomach. But if I'm on my back, I will not fall asleep.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's really fucking wild. Because so here's my thing. When I sleep on the side, this is just how I feel. Like I just feel that all of my stomach weight just like shifts towards like if I'm laying on my side, like so if I'm laying like this way, like all the weight just goes like that. Probably because
I see it now.
I'm
I see
a
it now.
chunky guy. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
like it's almost like straining. Like I feel like it strains my fucking like my stomach. That's how I feel about it. Like
I don't know. I mean,
The way I feel is that if I'm on my back, since I'm also a chunky guy, all the weight that's on my stomach is pushing down on my organs. You know?
it's just like comfortable for me because I feel like it's like hard to breathe. You know, like I feel
Yes.
like it's just hard to breathe.
but,
when I'm
like
it.
on your back?
No, like on my stomach.
Yeah, on your the same thing. On my stomach, how do you breathe?
Oh,
like
I'm fine with breathing. It's the most
Expert breather over
I'm
here.
Yeah, I'm a
expert
pretty good breather.
Yeah, I
I-
sleep on my stomach too. The only problem is my chest, and that's about it. So I
Yeah.
have to like cushion a pillow to kind of like lift myself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the only problem I have when I'm sleeping on my stomach is that like I need support. Like I
Oh,
feel like there's
I
not a
got
lot
you,
of beds. The beds that are like beds
It's
should not
okay.
be
You
flat.
can sleep.
We're all here
You
for
can
you,
go to
Dave.
bed.
Honestly,
Dave.
honestly, beds should not be flat because people
I can
need
agree
to
to
like
that.
have it fit so that it like fits your body type.
Well, yeah,
They
that's
have some beds.
yeah,
like
that's the
that.
whole
It's like
thing. The
memory
sleep
but I
number,
have-
the
I
Tempur-Pedic.
don't have a Tempur-Pedic.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wait.
I know. I
Get
know.
memory foam.
Yeah, get a memory
no, memory
foam.
foam is terrible.
It is
Yeah,
pretty
memory foam's pretty
terrible.
shit.
Yeah.
My parents had a memory foam bed, and that was so terrible.
Or let's get a water bed. Have you ever been on a water bed?
Yes,
No.
that was my
Pe-
childhood bed. Was
pe-
a water
people-
bed. I had a
What?
water bed. It was absolutely amazing.
My friend said
I wanted
that
a
he
water bed.
popped his like doing the dirty, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
No, they're
Oh,
great.
dude, you
That's
can-
probably like the
oh.
best sleep I've ever gotten was
Dude,
on a water
fuck.
bed.
Bringing
Yeah, I
water
need
bed
a
while
water
you're
bed.
doing the dirty. I think her water broke.
Dude,
Yeah.
The
fuck
water
yeah,
broke.
dude. That
I-
would
apparently-
that'd be
I was doing the dirty,
awesome.
then her water broke.
His dad, he'd like tell his dad that like him and his girlfriend popped like the waterbed, and he was just like, "It's okay, son." He was
It's,
like,
it gives
"It's
him a
okay, son."
handshake.
He was like,
Gives
he
him
was
a
like, "Yeah."
handshake.
I was like,
Gives him a handshake.
I've been on a waterbed once, and it was so weird. I was a little kid, and I was just like,
Yeah,
you know, I was like sitting on
my
it.
neighbors have
I-
a waterbed.
Dude, I watched the Goofy movie, and they had a waterbed.
Why is that funny to me?
And I was
Great
like,
movie, by the way. Great fucking movie.
Irrelevant to the story. But
no, it is relevant because there was a waterbed in that movie, and that's why I wanted a waterbed when I was young, because they had the waterbed. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yo, what if you filled like a waterbed with like slime?
Dude.
I'm pretty sure it would feel like
There's
a slime
probably
bed.
like there's probably like
Slime
50
bed.
YouTube videos already out there that do
Yeah,
exactly
just
that.
look
Why
it
isn't
up.
that like widely like we go to like the mattress store and they're like we got the slime bed.
The slime
It's
bed.
just a cube of
Because
slime.
No, imagine someone wanting a slime bed over a waterbed.
You're like sleeping on top of it, and you just like go inside, and then you die.
Yeah, it could.
It just
Like a,
folds over
like a
top of you,
gelatinous
like-
cube. You just
Death
yeah,
by
that's it.
slime.
Yeah,
Dude,
death
that'd be
by
It just
slime.
folds over you, dude.
What if you
Yo.
put someone in a bag full of slime
Bro.
and shop vac them so that there's
Oh,
no
God.
air in it? It's
That's
just
like in
slime?
Star Wars when you like what is, you fucking carbon freeze them.
Yeah.
Like in Star Wars, it's just like but you're in slime.
Yo, no. You know what you guys remember Monster Slime from Goosebumps?
Yeah.
No,
Monster dude,
I wasn't. A
that's the
Goosebumps
kind of
fan.
slime I want. I want some monster slime. Dude.
Okay,
Want
that's like some hentai
I
shit.
want some monster
Dude, I
slime,
love
bro.
hentai.
Okay, yeah,
Can
okay.
we talk about hentai?
You wanna
now?
talk about
I was
hentai?
talking about
Oh,
I was
man.
talking about Ahego the other night. Remember?
Yeah,
Who's
you
it
said
called?
yeah, you were
What
like,
is
I'm on
it?
the, I'm on, you were like, I'm on the
Ahego?
r slash
I don't know
Ahego.
what that is.
You don't know what a
Wait, you don't know what a Hago is?
Oh.
Oh, we got a live one, boys. We got a live one.
Oh man.
Ahego's great.
All right, so
Oh, and you're
All
an
right.
expert.
let me
Ahego
go
person.
ahead. Okay, so Joe, there is a facial expression
Yes.
that
In hentai.
in Eastern adult animated movies or
Okay.
or
Animations.
videos,
You just call them
animations.
Okay,
animations.
Yes,
no, like the
in-
one that's like on the one sweatshirt, all the
Yeah,
the
that's
Higo
Ahego.
the cross eyes and like
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no! You're
Oh
ruining
my
it. You're
God.
ruining it. You're ruining it. Okay, so
He's still in the dark.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
still in the dark.
okay.
Oh, I
So there's a face that they use very often when the woman is usually in some form or another being dominated. Well, it doesn't have to
No,
be, but
it's more like it's like the peak ecstasy.
yeah,
moment
like
of
a peak.
hentai.
Yeah, so like when they're just like, yeah, that's the best way to put it. Like peak ecstasy moment. Like I wouldn't. It's not like a. It's not like an orgasm thing. It's like when they're just
Yeah, it
like
is.
getting railed. And,
shall
like,
I,
It
look
can
this
be an
up?
orgasm. It can be.
Well,
an
you can
orgasm.
look it up. You can look it
Alright.
up.
Yeah.
And it's
all
a
the same emotion.
facial emote that they make that people find to be very
Alright,
pleasing.
I type in the letters AHE and it comes up.
yeah,
Yep.
People like
yeah.
Ahego.
People really like this.
It's a very
It's also a meme. There's
It is kind of a
the
meme.
Ahego shirts.
Yeah,
and
the Ahego
pants.
shirts.
we should all wear
Like-
some of this.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It is cross.
The cross-eyed.
Nods his
Alright.
head.
with the tongue
Alright.
out.
Yeah, cross-eyed,
He's like,
tongue
"I'm gonna
out.
go upstairs
Oh,
real
I
quick."
didn't do that on freaking. Oh, darn.
Yeah, delete that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
have
gotta-
to- I
you
have to
gotta-
erase my history.
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta.
I wasn't incognito, dude.
Your internet browser will never forget the day.
Yeah, dude.
You'll get ads on your fucking Instagram.
You know,
and
that's-
that shit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're gonna
Dude,
get
that
like.
shit's creepy. I'll tell you that.
No,
much.
well, you don't like
The
Yeah.
catered ads.
Bro, all my
They're
ads are
fucking
bird
creepy.
cages.
Dude,
All of them are
dude,
fucking
yeah.
bird cages.
I had.
Oh no, I was talking about like, when you go on
All
when
my
you,
headphones right now. 'cause I
when you go
was
on porn websites and they're like,
Headphones.
This will make you come in 5 minutes.
yeah, it's like no, the ones that I see are like they'll make you. It's like you'll come 2 times in 5 minutes. That's what I've seen before.
They're evolving. They're
Yeah,
evolving.
no, I've seen this game will make you come 2 times in 5 minutes.
Wow.
You
Like
never
the
seen that
diagrams
before?
of the ones of
Catering
the,
to you.
make your dick bigger, where it's like
Oh
it starts
yeah.
to go.
Yeah,
The pill.
Yep.
That's so
Who? That's such a weird.
Who makes those? And
Yeah.
why?
Yeah,
The
it's
scam. stuff.
They must be making a profit out of them somehow, because they wouldn't keep
Yeah.
making
well,
them.
they do.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere. And Pornhub is like one of the biggest websites of all time.
Yeah, no, it's
I just got an ad for Drano on my Pinterest.
Really?
hey, well,
Why Drano? My Pinterest consists of tattoo, Korean beauty, and makeup. But no, Drano. It thinks I
Well,
want Drano.
I mean, like porn is like it's a big deal. Very big deal.
Big industry.
As we
Very
know.
huge industry, actually.
I thought you
yes.
said big history. I was like,
It
Oh,
does
a
have
lot
a
of
big
history.
history.
You think there's like someone who can like a doctorate degree that specializes in
Oh,
like,
for sure.
in historic pornography?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, absolutely, dude. Yeah, there's already people that are super into historic pornography.
One right here.
You.
Yeah, well, no,
You
I don't.
should do that,
Okay.
Owen.
I'm kidding.
You like history? You like
I
porn?
love
Just
history
put
and I
it
love
together, man.
porn. Just put the two together.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't you have a quite a broad library? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
you
I
have a pretty big library.
Yeah, I've slimmed it down a bit just to make room on my computer.
sell it?
For a,
No, I
for
didn't
a
sell it.
specific
Ah.
game.
But
Neko Atsumi.
no, not that at all.
Nekapara.
Actually.
Nekapara. There
Neko
we
Atsumi is
go.
the cat
adult,
one.
adult edition.
I don't know what this is at all. Just saying.
Oh,
Nekapara.
Dude, so like there has been a gag that we did it like
2
fucking
years ago.
like
right
no,
in
dude,
Counter-
what-
2 years?
what-
There was like
bro,
4.
like
What?
we
I
did
have a
it during the
5-year course on
Skype
Counter-Strike.
days. We did it.
Yeah, this is
this was
like the
during
peak
Skype.
This was oh
Yeah,
yeah.
this
Oh,
was
you're
during
right.
Skype.
It was like the peak of
Yo,
Counter
Skype.
Strike.
This was like at the peak of our
Boom,
CS
boom.
addiction. No, it's like so Jared bought
I did
No,
not.
no, it was the
Nekapara. I
free-
bought it as Hunter.
I
No,
yeah,
got it.
Hunter bought Jared. What? No, or no, it was all
no.
Hunter.
It was all. I
me.
think
It was all, oh yeah,
someone.
Now
It
you
was
had
either
the game.
someone bought Hunter or Hunter bought it.
yeah.
No,
He
no,
bought.
it was
I
free.
actually
No,
bought
it was
Hunter
free,
for like
wasn't it?
$2.
Yeah, no, he
No,
bought.
some money was.
Okay, he bought a game
I think I
called
bought it.
Neko Atsumi.
No,
Nekapara.
Nekopara.
Sorry, Nekopara. Neko
Nekopara.
Atsumi is the other one. Yeah, Nekopara, and it's a visual novel. Joe, are you familiar with a visual novel?
Yes, this is a
Is
very.
it like
there's a lot of these.
like a picture book?
No.
So to
Uh,
say.
So like a digital
Kinda.
picture book. You could think of it
It's
as
like
a.
a digital picture book anime.
So it's
Okay.
like that, but you can like adjust the
Like a
boob
comic book
jiggle
kind of.
physics.
yeah, they
Yeah.
got,
Oh.
they got like
Oh.
moving background stuff, boob jiggle physics.
Wait,
of
so,
course.
wait, so it's like a wait. You said you could adjust it.
You could almost think of it as like a dating sim,
Game.
Dating
like a
sim.
dating sim.
Story you can
Okay.
immerse
Yeah,
yourself
an
in.
immersive
Okay.
dating
But it's a
sim.
story book.
Yeah,
Okay.
story-based dating sim.
All right, I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and
we did the first chapter of it, and we all read out the story,
We had,
and
we had each
Yeah,
our voice line.
specific voices. I remember
Yeah.
Dave
And
voiced like most of the characters because Dave was
the-
like, I want to voice
I think some of
this
the
one."
hardest I've ever laughed was when Jared got his father, who has been on the podcast previously, Joe Iafola, to do his Donald Duck voice,
Yeah, to voice
For
one of the
characters.
yeah,
and it was probably the hardest I have ever laughed.
it was pretty
yeah, and
hilarious.
then after while he was doing that, everyone started laughing, and then he did a Donald Duck jerking off impression.
Oh
and
my
then
god, I
everyone-
remember
heard Dave
that.
fall out of his chair.
Oh yeah.
Dave was just like, I actually just fell out of my chair.
So it was a very. I wish you recorded that.
Yeah,
I did record it, but I lost the footage.
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember
and that is something that we've always it's always been a inside thing where like we need to do chapter 2, like we need to do the whole thing.
There's like
Dave
16
and I
chapters.
really
Really?
want to do
I think
that
there's
game
like
'cause
a
that was
nude one
hilarious.
too, like a porn one.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
It's called the
Four
adult
is-
edition.
Yeah, it's on.
The
It's
gotta
on
do
adult
that
DLC
one, though.
edition.
We
We
got
gotta do that
there's
one.
4. There's volumes 0 through 4, and they all have adult content DLC.
Yeah,
We gotta do that then.
Everyone, all of them are like $30 each.
Yeah,
Thing
they're
is, you gotta-
fucking
you gotta, like, get to it.
expensive,
You gotta, like,
man.
get to
Like,
that.
Yeah, you gotta earn it.
You gotta
Yeah.
Yeah,
progress,
it's adult
progression.
only content.
But it's funny because they're fucking like cat
But they are
girls.
overwhelmingly
cat girls.
positive.
Really? It's
So
pretty hot.
the
Yeah.
reviews.
is it now, Dave?
yeah.
Are you into bestiality, Dave?
No, I'm just in the cat girls.
Yeah, Dave just likes. I mean, and I can get that.
Where's the line between like cat girls and being a furry?
If there's
When
more
they-
fur than
yeah,
skin,
Yeah, exactly.
More fur
Exactly,
than skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like I can get being into costumes, like for sure. Like like okay, not
Yeah.
like not.
like
there's
a
cosplaying
no.
and then there's furry cosplaying.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry.
like-
you know what I mean, like the bunny ears, like
Yeah.
like I get that.
Yeah.
That's basically what the cat girls
Okay.
are. They're just
It's
ears
literally
and
it's
a tail.
yeah, it's
on
ears
literally
and a
just a girl
tail.
with
Okay.
ears and a tail.
I mean, yeah, I can get
That's
why
all-
that's hot.
that's
Yeah,
all
for
that-
sure. Like I
that's
get
all
that.
that is.
I get that.
Joe's like, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Monster
Joe's
Girls.
like, so when are we doing the
Yeah.
next chapter, boys?
You guys don't like monster girls and shit? You look at that?
Dude,
Yeah, dude, me
Monster
and Dave were
Girls.
like,
you know,
What is
like
that?
we were looking at all of
the monster.
Monster
No, like
Girls.
yeah, I've seen a lot of it.
That was
like-
so stupid and bad.
No, it's just not really my
There's
thing.
like anime about
Yeah,
that shit.
no, like I've seen, and the ones like the big ones are the ones that really scare me. The ones that like I don't like the gargantuan fetishes.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
those are the ones that like I'm like
Gigantamaxing
yeah, that's yeah. So it's like yeah, it's where they like
Pokemon.
it's like when
Yeah, explain, please.
Yeah, they
Okay.
invented a new fetish when they introduced that
Gigantamax.
into
It
Pokemon.
wasn't a new fetish, it's just a new form.
the
yeah.
big-
No,
the
so it's
big
basically
Pokemon.
like they're so the porn in some way or another makes it so that the girls' boobs they start out at normal size.
No, it's
and-
we're talking about like the girl herself.
No,
They
no, no.
get real
Well, no,
big.
I've seen both. Like I've seen the one
Well, we
where
know
it's
we've
like
seen both.
yeah, yeah,
I've seen both.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
seen both.
well, yeah, okay. Well, no, the one that they're talking about is like where the woman is like King Kong size.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
grows to that size.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and she can
I
look
have
at
not
Kong.
seen this at all.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I've
you
seen
are not
that.
an avid browser.
Yeah, like
As
us
avid-
degenerates are.
That's
We're-
is that like attractive to some people? Like,
Yes.
oh, a massive
Oh,
woman.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's a huge thing.
yeah, dude.
Really?
People
It's
love
not
that
a-
stuff.
Yeah, that is.
Dude, can I express one of my concerns?
Yes, Dave.
All right, so I'm trying to watch tentacle hentai.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
As
But
you
here's the
do.
problem with tentacle stuff.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
It's never just tentacles. It's always some weird, freaky stuff with the tentacles.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like
No, I
it's
know what you're
always
talking
it's
about.
always like
what?
this-
They're like spurting goo out
no,
or something
it's
like
not,
that.
It's not that. It's
That's
like
part of it.
it's like there's either some like crazy like there's some really weird stuff that I'm not into. Like some gore shit sometimes.
Gore?
There's a lot of-
Okay.
with tentacles, there's always a lot of like panal.
Yeah, yeah. They have that.
Yup.
Like they do the
And, like,
thing.
gore
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. They do
They
the
don't
thing.
like that.
They do the
Like,
thing
there's
where
no
like they
vanilla
draw
stuff.
the inside, like while it's going in, they draw like the X-ray
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like the
yeah.
tentacle
Yes.
all the way inside of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's a people love that, and I do agree. That shit's like, oh god,
But that's the
ew.
thing, though. There's no like vanilla tentacle porn. Like if you like tentacles, you're out of luck if you just like tentacles.
Because the companies that produce it are just like,
Yeah, they're catering towards some weird fucking people.
Yeah. I mean.
oh, you walked into something
Yeah.
You're lucky you walked out. Actually.
on a different
Yeah.
planet.
Anyway, now we get out of that conversation immediately.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know,
The only woman leaves, and we
frustrated.
just start talking about porn for like 10 minutes straight.
it's
He's
just
just talking
frustrating.
about
It's just
porn
real
again.
frustrating.
No, I
Yeah.
get
Like,
it.
there's no good flicks that are just
I
straight
see how it
vanilla.
is. Women can't talk about
this.
porn. You talk
Yeah.
about it when I'm not here. I see how it is.
You can talk about porn, but like they.
You know, okay. Can
It's
I
the
ask you?
weirdest
Can I
thing
ask
about
you
porn
kind of a
was
The
weird
weird
question?
hentai that
No,
the
no, no, no.
really
I want to
lonely
ask you kind of a
Japanese
weird
men
question. Okay.
Okay.
Like I so and I want like a sort of like non-meme, like a genuine answer to this. Like
Oh, God.
like do women like I just think that like women or porn is like much more catered towards guys, right? Like just you would say like as a whole. Like I don't understand like
mean,
what a
Maybe you just don't
woman
look up.
I don't know like what a woman gets out of like watching porn.
It really depends.
Like
I'd say no. I say like girls don't get anything from like regular porn. There's nothing.
yeah, I mean that's what I thought. Like that's
Interesting.
I can't I wouldn't think that there is anything there for a woman.
No, I don't. I don't want to see another girl get railed by a guy. That doesn't. That doesn't.
No,
get
it
me
doesn't do
going.
anything
No.
for you.
What
Well, that's
about
why the Pornhub has that category that's like for women, like porn, like that. like,
Yeah.
apparently they have people there that
like, is it just like guys
no.
jerking off, or is
no.
it like?
I don't know. I don't go. I don't watch that.
I don't
category.
go into the woman only
apparently- but,
category.
like, I
Maybe
know
I'm
what you're
going
talking
right
about.
now, dude. Let me-
Porn definitely is catered to men.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, also women don't really like need porn. I would say like we can kind of just do things without even like thinking.
Yeah.
We don't even need to think. We just do, and it'll just happen.
Very between girl to girl. It's not just like.
Yeah, that's
No, that's like a universal girl thing. Like we don't need any sort of anything. Like we don't need like an
I don't
external.
know about that though,
No,
because
really.
like I've
Yeah,
seen
so
some
it's-
real fucking horny like chicks like that just want to fuck all the time.
No, that's different.
I know
I'm
talk
saying,
to a
like-
lot of those
Yeah.
people.
Oh, you know me. I
I've
cause
actually-
I get lots of
can-
pussy.
I have a story about that
Oh,
actually.
do you?
Yeah.
Do you? What kind of story?
Is it?
I mean,
This
like, there
one?
wasn't any action.
Is it
but,
good
like,
for the
I-
podcast?
Huh?
Is it good for the podcast?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
All right, then go
So-
for it.
So I was in my physics class.
College
and
girls.
we're doing. Yeah, and we're doing a lab and so I forget what it was. It was like some sort of like center of mass lab or
Labs just
whatever.
really get me going.
And
Physics
Was it-
labs.
Oh God.
Just
And-
like, oh.
Oh.
And I don't know how we
can't
got to
keep myself
talking
under
about
control.
It, but so like I was like we don't pick our partners, so like I was with it was me and like 2 other girls, and this one girl was like, man, I really want to fuck someone this weekend. And I was like, cool. I was
Yeah,
like,
as a dude, you're just like,
I was
okay
like,
then.
nice, cool. And she was like, yeah, man, like I've really been wanting some dick lately.
love that. Dude, I
Girls can say that though, and like they won't get like
and-
looked
yeah,
at.
That just sounds so fucking weird to me. Just
and-
being like, I want some fucking dick.
and,
Like,
and,
I just can't imagine
I was
someone
like, well, I
actually
guess just,
saying
like-
that.
like-
say it to you though.
and then we got to talking about some like her friend like doesn't use a condom. I was like, yeah, that's kind of gross. She was like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but she was like, I kind of like without a condom. I was like, oh, you should be safe though. She was like, yeah, I don't really care. Like, I think I'll be fine.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
it was a massive
College
10-minute
girls.
conversation.
College
We're
girls
doing a
are
physics lab.
college girls. College girls at party are so disgusting. They have like
I
the
wouldn't know.
smoker cough. They have that kind of like raspy. You've definitely heard it. They have like this raspy
What?
like
Yeah,
blonde.
Joe's the kind of guy that goes
No,
to
in
this
your
wild
classes,
party.
It was a
in
wild
your
party
classes.
animal.
No. In your classes, you've
Oh.
definitely heard these girls. They kind of have like this raspy,
Yes,
like
yes, actually, yes.
like this deeper voice, really raspy.
Yep.
They're usually
I
blonde.
know exactly what you're talking
They're
about.
usually
I know
blonde
exactly
or
what
like a
you're talking
dirty blonde,
yeah.
and they're really tan.
The used
Yeah.
goods.
Yeah.
Yeah, spray
The
tan, spray tan.
used goods.
And they're all like it's consistent.
Yep.
They're all consistent,
Yeah.
and you know exactly what girl I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
although so I went to one party this semester, and it was pretty good. I will say. I'm trying to cover my back here for not being like a freaking like normie out here. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
You do a little meth there.
no.
Dude,
no.
What do
some
you mean
meth.
pretty good, huh?
People do coke on my campus.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've never done like any drugs.
You two
but-
know.
You
and
should.
know.
Little Jenga.
I won't say their name, but
Wait, do I know them?
yeah, no, you definitely know. No, we
Do I know them?
worked with her at Medley's for a little bit. She quit. Her name starts with an F, and she was in color guard. I think she was a captain at one point.
That might be a little too
Oh.
much. That might be a
We
little
can-
too
we can
much.
bleep- You can bleep some of it out. if you need to.
Yeah, I know her.
I'll say like if you can hear it.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I
Dude,
remember.
I think she's pretty hot, to be honest.
I mean,
Okay,
Is she
continue.
insane?
Continue.
Never mind.
yeah, she's a little insane. But
Yeah.
it was coming up on like prom night, and she was like looking for like this is Robbie told me something.
Yeah, she was pestering Robbie.
She was looking for like a date, and she was like searching for like the prime specimen, like
Really?
to like oh, what's the term she used?
Indulge.
Yeah, no, she was looking for like the prime specimen to like to have as like hers. Like she's hunting
Yeah.
for like this person. She was like some skinny black dude, but like that was it.
Yeah.
That was her.
I think she's just like into like super like tall black guys. I think that's just like all that she's into. Like I don't think she'll ever.
I mean,
date a
that's
white
what that.
It was like
guy. I'm serious.
with the way like
Yeah.
Robbie describes me, I was like, whoa, that's like
Yeah.
that's like an animal on the hunt.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, her makeup freaks me out.
Yeah.
She like way overdoes it.
Yeah.
Does my makeup freak you out?
No, but yours is fine. But like,
Dave, I think your makeup's pretty good too.
Yeah.
thanks.
No problem.
Cakes it on.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like cake. Looks like she's made out of clay.
Yeah.
I want to know like your guys' perspective on like makeup. Like I understand like absolutely
Well, I know it's
like I know if you ever say like I never expect a guy to be like, yeah, you look a lot better without makeup. It's like I don't really expect that because everybody's gonna look better with makeup, no
Yeah.
matter because it's meant to improve you.
I mean, I guess so. Like, it's
It depends.
it like
No, I say my opinion is that like don't care at all. I feel like it's more like for her.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
For
good
her to
point.
feel better about it.
yeah. I mean, I think
I wouldn't care
it's-
whatsoever.
I think it like to me it more shows about like your mentality and confidence in yourself because if you wear less makeup, you obviously feel more confident in yourself. At least in my opinion, like that's kind of the viewpoint I get. So if you wear like a lot of makeup, I feel like you might feel a bit insecure. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Don't
Just like
don't wear makeup around Joe.
kind of like,
Yeah, don't. Actually, Joe, I wear makeup because of an art choice. I like
An
having
art
fun
choice.
with my face.
no, and that, like that's.
I'm joking.
Oh, Joe,
I'm joking.
about to
I'm
get
just
smackdown on the
man.
I'm just-
podcast.
You wanna
I-
go?
How
You wanna
dare
go?
you?
Yeah, she did.
How dare you,
Like,
Joe?
Kayla
How
gets up
dare
and
you?
beats
How
the
do you?
shit
Yeah.
out of you.
like I don't mean it in a bad connotation. I think I just.
Are you
like,
saying I do
observe.
not feel confident? I can't believe
Yes.
you've said this.
Joe, apologize.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right. You're right. I don't feel confident as of lately, but that's besides
I
the
think
point.
that for me, it's like. See, okay, here's the problem. Here I'm gonna be real. My
jeez.
perception of women is so fucked because no, and I'm serious because literally the only female interaction
for a
is porn. Like I the amount of time I'm serious. Like I don't talk to females. Like I just don't.
You should. They're nice people, Owen.
Some.
Lie.
Yeah.
Some of
Some.
them.
Some.
Like no, I'm not like
Some.
I'm not like an
I have an
incel.
amazing
Like
story.
I'm not an incel where I'm like, oh, I hate women or
I have an
anything like
amazing
that. I
story.
just don't. I don't know. So like I don't even. It's like I have an opinion, but like I don't even really because like I just don't like my perception of real women.
Isn't real women.
Isn't real. Well, like
Compared
no,
to imaginary ones.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think in your head?
Well,
There's a
no,
little
no.
thing
It's not
for
even
them.
that. No, because I'm saying the people in porn aren't really real. Most like 95% of it.
You're right.
And I watch
They're
a lot. Of,
holograms.
well, no, like you
No,
know
like
what
they're
I mean.
they're plastic. Like a lot of them have boob jobs. A lot of them have this, that,
Yeah.
plastic surgery, this, that,
Yeah.
injections here, there.
And like it looks really like so. But here's the thing, right? So like when you're and here's I don't know if you guys can relate to this. This is just how I feel. But like when you just want to like jerk off, like that's when that's like really hot to me. Like when you just want to fucking you just like I just want to bust a nut right now. Like that's when I'm like you know I look past the idea of like oh it's all just plastic or whatever. But like if I was looking for like an actual genuine like person, I really just would kind of want them to be a pretty normal human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
But
yeah. I don't know. That's
I
just.
mean, I will say that
Oh, here we go, Joe.
I've
Here we go, Joe.
I've gotten a much better experience with a partner than by myself.
all right.
I'm just saying.
All right, Joe.
Sorry, Owen.
Thanks for
sorry.
rubbing it
Yeah, no
in.
problem. I'm just saying, like,
He's just saying that he's better.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm
Joe's
saying.
just Joe's just like yeah. I go to a better college than you do.
I've
feel
not
like
hooked with anyone in my college. I've not hooked
actually,
with anyone in my college.
I'd say college definitely college definitely makes me a more sociable person.
Come
Hello.
in.
Who is that?
Hello.
I'm drunk as fuck. Hello. Goodbye.
Like this.
What the fuck? Wait, how did he
just lock
fucking
the
know?
door?
How did he know we
Excuse
were
me?
here? Chris.
Chris, are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
Hello.
Should we unlock the door?
We should probably end the
Unlock the door.
podcast.
He's fucking with you. Chris, stop fucking with us.